3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome back to episode 68 of the Point Podcast, baby. This is technically the first episode of the new year, but we're recording it in 2025, so we're freaking losers.
Time travelers.
Time travel and that. What is the best time travel show, movie, anything? What's the best depiction of time travel? I've got an answer straight away.
What's yours?
Mine is the anime Steins Gate, also a visual novel.
A good choice.
I fucking love Steins Gate. I love that show, that visual novel too much.
I ended up watching that because I walked in on Laura watching it and just sat down and started watching it as well. Did you, when you finished watching it the first time, did you go back and rewatch it to see all the bits?
100%.
That's why 100%. This makes... Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
For people who don't know what Steins Gate is, it is an anime that's based off of a visual novel. So basically a book that's a game. And it's about a group of friends, scientists, not scientists, engineers, whatever, who make a semi-time machine. And it's set in Japan in like the mid-2000s. Really good. I fucking love it. Really slow burn, but then it hits like halfway through and it is non-stop from there.
It ramps up. Like the big premise is just that like it's not so much a time machine, it's a time loop machine.
Yeah, it's a machine that can send text messages back to in time.
That's kind of hectic.
Which causes things to change. But the problem is, for example, I'm not without spoiling Steins Gate too much. It'd be like, you can send a text, you got to make it somewhat believable. Like if you just get a random text, because I believe it comes from a random number as well, or it comes from, I think it comes from Okabe's number or whoever's phone is put in the
thing. I thought that's how they test it.
What's the machine called again? Is it called the M-Wave?
I think so.
I forget what it is.
I have a vague memory of him, like he remembered everything that happened in the last.
No, he does, because he's got reading Steiner, which is his little ability. So when basically what happens, not to
I'm not going to watch it.
This show's really good. I really recommend it.
You probably
Steins
really
Gate.
like it, honestly.
I think you would really like it.
Someone's got to get a Crunchyroll account again.
I've got Crunchyroll. For example, so Okabe will send a text message back in time, and like at the start of the show, it's little shit just to see if anything happens. Like the lotto, like do the lotto numbers, and I'm pretty sure they do it, but they accidentally write the wrong thing down, so whatever. But it basically changes the whole reality, like splits off, divergence theory. Splits
Flashpoint.
Off, yeah, exact same idea, but he remembers everything.
Okay.
But everything around him is different, so he's got to try and figure out, what's this thing, blah, blah, blah. It keeps going little, and then it hits right in the middle of the show, and it just goes mental and doesn't stop from there. It's
interesting.
It's great. I think it's one of the... Steins Gate, I reckon, has one of the best anime openings of all time as well. Hacking to the gate is fucking hectic.
What's your choice for best time travel movie?
Or show or whatever.
The only thing I can... I mean, The Flash had some moments, but it just got repetitive and it's a bit bullshit. I think my best would probably be, I think it's 11/22/63. It was like a show that James Franco did before all the drama.
It's a Stephen King book.
Yeah. And it's pretty much something happens and then he goes back to try and stop the assassination of Kennedy.
Okay.
And like it's pretty good. Like it sets out well and it's not, I think it's like 8 or 10 episodes or something like that, but like they're all perfectly paced and it just works out really well. The book's a bit cooked, but I mean,
I keep seeing it on TikTok.
Yeah, it's a good show.
What about you?
Terminator.
Yeah.
Just a cop-out answer.
What's the best Terminator movie?
There is a right answer here, and you will get
there.
I'm partial to 2.
What do you mean you're
Everyone
partial?
is partial to 2. 2 is the best one and is universally known as the best.
I know, I like 2 and 3, but I probably prefer
3.
2.
Bruh, yuck. Judgment Day 2. Fucking, what's number 3 called again?
Rise of the Machines?
Rise of Machines, yeah.
I didn't mind Salvation.
I like Salvation for certain
different reasons though.
But Terminator 1 and 2 are by far the best.
I need to actually sit and rewatch Terminator 1.
He's only watched 2 and 3. He hasn't watched the first one.
I have watched the first one.
The biggest problem with the second movie, I reckon, and I think it was done right and they went this way for a reason. I think it's a good decision in the long run, but I wish it was more gory like the first one. The first one was like a MAR type of movie, and Terminator 2 is M. Like there's a bit of blood. Like the most gruesome part of Terminator 2 is when he like cuts off his
peels back the arm.
Not
show the endoskeleton.
Not the foster dad or mum or whatever getting stabbed through the face.
No, but I mean, like the thing is that technically gruesome, but all you see is just the spike through his mouth.
There's nothing like
that's
proper gory.
It's not like anything like where in the first movie there was a lot more of that type of stuff. I feel like I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. I just remember it being way better.
Do you think they've gone too far with that series now?
Oh, 100%. Terminator needed to stop after the second one.
The third one just needed a little bit more love.
The whole idea, the third one is just a cop-out because it's, we want to do another Terminator, but Terminator 2 was supposed to be like this sort of fixed the problem. But at the same time, it could have just kept continuing.
Was Salvation the one where it was in the future?
Yeah.
I liked that one as well.
It's not a good movie, but it's really enjoyable.
Yeah. Good set pieces and all the explosions being practical, they're very cool.
Sam Worthington is the Terminator man with cancer or something or whatever. No, he's on death row.
Who's the infiltrated unit? Yeah.
Because is Christian Bale John Connor?
Yep. And he transfers his heart to him. That's also the movie, Terminator Salvation's the movie where Christian Bale went off at all the crew and yelled and screamed. And it's
was it that movie?
Yeah, it was Terminator Salvation.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what was the other one they did after that? There was Genesis, and then there was, I want to say Dark Fate with they brought back Linda Hamilton, yeah.
And they brought back what's his name who played John Connor originally, and they killed him off.
The kid.
Yeah, they brought him back. Fuck, what's his name? He was also in American History X.
I haven't seen American History X in ages. I don't know. Dark Fate. I was excited for it, and it just didn't. Like some of they got a bit too far with the Terminator. Because back in 2, he's like liquid metal, and it's like, oh, that's really cool. And then it's like, he's nanobots.
Edward Furlong. That's who his name is.
I didn't know
that. Yeah.
They could go then he's nanobots, and then
it was just bullshit.
Yeah, it's like they're only going to evolve so far.
Yeah, no, it's the first 2 Terminator movies are the first movie I reckon is like a 8, 9 out of 10 great action movie. Terminator 2 is what I debate as one of, if not the best movie of all time. It's up there. I'm not going to say it's the best movie of all time, but it is so good. Yeah. There's so many good parts about that. Robert Patrick is fucking hectic as the T-1000.
He really is.
And I think he did stuff between obviously then and recently. It wasn't as big. He'd do bit parts. He was on The Sopranos, I think, and a few other shows and a few little movie parts. But once he showed up in Peacemaker, I fucking loved him in that.
Yeah. I know I've seen him in a few other things. He seems to usually they'll put him in as a disgruntled ex-cop or crooked cop or some sort of variation of that.
What else has he done?
He's in Tulsa King as well. One of my favorite facts about Robert Patrick in Terminator 2 is that, you know the scene in Terminator 2 where it's John's leaving the shopping center with on the dirt bike, and Robert Patrick had to run after him. Robert Patrick was, before he was an actor, he was in track and field and really good. He kept running up and beating and catching Edward Furlong or his stunt actor on the bike because he was just so fast.
They had to keep telling him, okay, you got to start later now. You got to start later now.
Because he was just so good at it. And you always see those interviews where they're like, oh, Robert Patrick in Terminator 2 he tried to learn how to act like a machine or blah, blah, blah. Which is how do you do that? But he did do a good job.
You act emotionless, but he's really good at
but there's
emotionless but menacing.
But there's also times where he does have bits of emotion and, I don't know, trying to be a bit cheeky, I guess you could say. Because for example, there's parts where I think it's later on in the movie where, I don't know, someone tries to hit him or shoot him or something and he just turns to him and goes.
I think that's at the start.
It might have been at the start, but either way.
I do remember it now that you've said it.
There's a couple little things like that, and Terminator 2 is just such a good movie. It's so easy to just rewatch. There's no real dull part.
The music's also hectic.
It is. Linda Hamilton did one of the biggest 180s between characters. In that first movie, she's the damsel in distress, oh, what am I going to do? She barely beats him.
Yeah, and then they try.
And then 2, she's a fucking badass.
Which, I mean, I'm all for that, honestly. Because it's very much a, oh God, now I can't remember the name. It's a Ellen Ripley thing as well, where the first movie, she was capable, but she was very much playing up. They were banking on the sort of like damsel in distress kind of.
Yes, no, I get what you mean.
And then the second movie, yeah, she's all for just like get away from her, you bitch.
I fucking wish they had more female action stars like Ellen Ripley and Sarah Connor, because they were, I mean, Sigourney Weaver and Linda Hamilton are just fucking amazing actresses, and they're so good, and they're still acting today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like we've got Avatar and Stranger Things, which they're both in. Either or.
I was thinking about this the other day watching like the new season of Stranger Things. Was she in season 4?
I don't remember.
I don't know. All I remember is that she popped up. I was like, hang on a second.
No, I think she's in this newest one. I'm pretty sure.
And I was like, it just threw me off because I was like, hang on a second. I don't remember you being here before.
Dean Norris is in Terminator 2, SWAT leader.
SWAT.
There you go.
The minerals.
Yeah, the minerals. He's also in fuck.
Click on it. We'll have a look what else he's done.
No, the other Arnie early 90s movie. I was watching it with Lizard.
Total Recall?
Total Recall. He's in Total Recall.
Did either of you watch Last Action Hero?
Yeah, I fucking loved Last Action Hero.
It was so good.
Angry
so campy,
again,
but so
angry again. That's a song Megadeth did for the movie. Yeah, Last Action Hero, I think that movie gets shit on too much.
Yeah.
It's deliberately trying to be shitty corny, but I think at the time people... I'm not saying it's a good movie, but I think at the time
it has definite flaws, but it's also
I think at the time people, I don't think could see it for what it was trying to be.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is just a corny movie. It's like it's deliberately doing that.
It's being like all kind of parody, kind of not.
Well, it is.
But it is.
Just like when in Last Action Hero, when it's the kid and Arnie and they walk into the Blockbuster and there's a big cutout of Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. No, as Stallone as the Terminator,
yes.
sorry. And it's just like, oh, that's supposed to be you. It's like, no, what are you talking about? Or whatever it is, something along those lines.
And the phone number thing. Everyone's phone number is 555 something.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's a good movie.
I kind of expected Robert Patrick to be older than 67.
No, I mean, I can see that. I mean, you got to think Terminator 2 was 91.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago now.
Yeah, wow.
They just don't make movies like this anymore.
James Cameron could if he got off the Avatar hype train,
yep.
but that's fine.
You got to think Terminator 2 was 3 movies ago for him.
Yeah.
So because he had Avatar 3 just came out.
Yep.
Avatar 2 a year and a half, 2 years ago. Avatar in 2009 and Titanic.
4 movies ago?
Yeah. That's it. But still, from now to 91. That's crazy work. But before that, he had fucking Aliens, he had The Abyss, he had Terminator, he had what's that movie?
But you also look at like how much money went into those movies versus
ridiculous amounts.
How much money goes in now and how much time it took for those movies to be shot then versus now.
Well, I mean, he's been making all 3 Avatar movies since 2006 or something like that, 2005.
Yeah, he did True Lies as well. No, he did True Lies, sorry.
I'd forgotten that was even a movie.
Yeah, wait, was he director of True Lies? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. I haven't watched True Lies in fucking
Terminator
years.
Salvation.
He was just like producer and stuff.
Yeah, same with Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, well, he was originally James Cameron, I believe, was originally going to direct Alita, but in the middle of that process of originally doing it, and this is the mid-2000s, is when he got offered to do he got given X amount of money by Fox to do a screen test for Avatar, and he took that and dropped everything for Alita.
Yeah.
And then he jumped on, did Avatar.
Net worth 1.1
Is he coming
billion.
back for the sequel?
Are they doing a sequel?
For Alita? Apparently it's been confirmed.
Yeah, but it's also that movie came out in 2014?
No, 2019.
Really?
Yeah, I always hated the design
Yeah.
of her. It's too uncanny.
I don't know why. I watched the whole video on the eyes. I think Corridor might have done something about it. They're like, it's a stylized choice, but it also just takes you out of it.
It does. I know they're trying to be anime-esque, but
Yeah.
You don't need to be.
yeah, no. There's times where you can and you do and don't have to do that, and that was a time where you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking a bit about movies there.
Yeah.
Frick yeah.
This is not a gaming podcast. getting further and further away.
It isn't. It isn't.
Oh, let's bring it back. You had a topic, Ben.
I did. Ubisoft fumbled the bag drastically.
Yep.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I think it might have been Christmas Day or something like that. Ubisoft got hacked. Specifically, the Rainbow servers, I think, were the big culprit of it.
Yep.
So I did a bit of research. Turns out 4 individual groups were in.
Was it Lizard Squad?
It wasn't. I don't think so. They haven't been confirmed what the names were. 4 groups hacked Ubisoft sequentially over the weekend. First group was the first group that kind of broke in and put the Trojan horse in and whatnot. They gave over $340 trillion worth of currency across $30 million, like 30 million accounts. So like your in-game credits, random skins, just a bunch of developer stuff that definitely shouldn't have been in the game. And because of that, that opened the door to the other groups coming in and doing their job. So the second group were trying to ban as many people as possible, and they were writing songs like Billie Jean and stuff in the kill feed. So it comes up and there's like a TOS breach, and then each word of the first like band sentence was saying it a song. They just have the whole songs posted and like a bunch of random messages to people and all the rest of it. Group number 3 stole Ubisoft's client and internal server info. So like everyone that worked there, all that sort of stuff to kind of just, I don't know, stir drama. And probably the most important one, the group number 4 stole all of Ubisoft's source code leading back all the way to the early 90s.
When I looked, so that's the one I saw. I saw that announcement.
Yep.
When I looked at how like the assumed size of all the files, I was like, that seems too small for all of that though.
Yeah, but I mean, depends how they were storing and what parts of the code they got, because they also got all the unreleased stuff as well. That's like on the.
Well, because the thing I saw was like, oh, they've stolen about 300 gigabytes worth of source code and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's not anywhere near big enough for, like, if it's game engine stuff, I would expect it to be far larger. Like,
it depends. They wouldn't have maps or animations or anything like that. It'd just be the base sort of code for it. So
true, yeah.
300 gig or whatever it is, quite a bit of Python code. So it's a bit funny. I mean, it is Ubisoft. They've been circling the drain for a while, so stealing all the client and internal info is not going to do a big dent for them.
No, but it's definitely like an intimidation tactic.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, what's Ubisoft put out recently that's been half decent?
Yeah, very good point.
Honestly,
what was their last release? Was it?
It was
Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah,
but wasn't
something else. I feel like they had. Was there a Star Wars game this year as well?
No,
Outlaws. That was last year.
Yeah,
Ubisoft. Let's have a look, because I have honestly no idea.
Well,
because like they're definitely gone way down in terms of like.
That's what I was just about to say. Speaking of Ubisoft, when they made good games, I went on the Steam and I bought some games during the winter sale or summer sale for us. Winter sale for Americans and people in the Northern Hemisphere. I bought the entire Splinter Cell collection for $20.
Oh, nice.
Because I've played a couple of Splinter Cell games and I enjoyed them. And I was like, I haven't played them in 15 years. Like, it's been a long, long time. And I was like, since in that time I've become a big Metal Gear fan, I was like, maybe I'll be able to appreciate these games a bit more. I started playing Splinter Cell 1. It's fun, but that game doesn't hold up.
No.
Like, it gave me way more appreciation for Metal Gear Solid 2, which came out a couple years before Splinter Cell 1. It's like, fucking hell. As those games go on, they're good though. They've got heart and they're trying. It's just limitations at the time. Very awkward things like, for example, in Splinter Cell, I'm playing on PC obviously because I bought it on Steam because they don't have control support unless you mod them. At least this first one. When you walk in that game, you just perpetually are just slow and you don't press sprint or anything. You go up, you scroll up the scroll wheel and you slowly go faster. And it just keeps you at that speed, which I get it because it's like, you can quickly, I want to start sneaking here. But there's not like a 2-set speed. Like you walk, run, and really slow, depending on your feedback or whatever. It was painful at times for that.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I can definitely see that getting like really nerve-wracking as well at certain points where you're trying to like, I I need to slow down to like do this exact precise maneuver.
Accidentally unlock your wheel, jump back into the game, and like flick it forward. And you just sprint into a room full of enemies.
Also, one thing with this original Splinter Cell game that's been annoying me a bit is that it's one of those games where it's got crazy bloom when you aim, and you got to wait like legitimately like 3 seconds for it to fully collapse in.
Oh, yeah.
But even with that, it doesn't go in with the side of your reticle. Like, because you can shoot out like lights and things like that. And I'm like, oh, there's a guy going around. I need to shoot out a light. And I'll go up and I'll wait. And it'll... And it's like, oh, I just wasted 4 bullets. It's not the end of the world, but also...
It's all very annoying that, like, hey, you're supposed to be this highly trained agent. And
yeah, and then the other thing is that the silencers don't... Like, you can shoot and people are going to hear you straight away.
So they're accurate.
Yeah,
yes,
but
that's not the point. Just have it like that's
in a game.
In
a game, you would assume that a silencer is going to make it silent.
But from everything I've seen, apparently Splinter Cell 1 was like super finicky with its stealth and like it's not really about sound as much in Splinter Cell. It's about just being seen, and if you're in shadows, you're just completely invisible.
Yeah.
But I played a bit of that first one. I don't know if I'm going to fully do it. Apparently, it's like 2, 3, and 4 are like the really good ones. So
I remember the one that. I don't remember if it launched with the Xbox or if it it only came out on Xbox. The Xbox one, I remember there was a lot of hype around that one.
It's original Splinter Cell.
Original?
Yeah. Original Splinter Cell came out in 2003.
Okay, might have been the original then.
I believe so, at least. That's what I looked up online. I'll have a quick look. Splinter Cell. But one thing... I'll just quickly look this up because this is going to annoy me now. Release date. It was 2002, sorry. Close to 2003.
November 18, yeah.
Yeah. One thing, I was looking up a bit of info and lore about Splinter Cell. This is a very interesting thing Ubisoft did. So there's a few versions of the game where depending on the console, the missions are different and the story's different.
Okay.
So, for example, the transition game from the older gen to the newer gen was Splinter Cell Double Agent, which I owned that one. That was the first one I bought. And the 360 version has a different ending to the Xbox version.
Oh,
and
like
it's a
different across generations.
Yeah, it's a different story. This is from everything I read on the wiki. So I remember what happens in the end of that game because I played the one after it, Conviction, and it gives like a recap. But it's a different story depending on games. And it's like this, like you go on the timeline on the Splinter Cell wiki and it's like, it tells you if this happens in the Xbox version, this happens in the PlayStation one. Not for everything, but for like
it's an interesting
10% of the part.
It's an interesting design choice.
I think they only did it for like the earlier games, but yeah, very strange. It seems like it was way more of an Xbox focused game. So I think that's sort of what the way they go, and whatever the newest console was at the time is the canon.
Yep.
But I don't think Splinter Cell has got a super crazy story. I think they tried really hard, but there's some cool beats, but I think a lot of it's like geopolitical stuff.
Yeah, I never played any of them, but the vibe I got from them was like basically they wanted it to be, I mean, not that they wanted it to be, but it was similar to Hitman in a way.
Yes,
like there was like a shadowy thing behind the scenes controlling everyone and controlling politics and that.
It seemed like they were just trying to do a Western version of Metal Gear. They really wanted to hit that stealth action type of stuff.
It was coming off all like the 90s and like early 2000s, like, well, I think it was like late 90s, like the James Bond, like all the real weird one with like Pierce Brosnan and stuff. Like all that spy stuff was real fresh in everyone's mind. There's heaps of spy movies in the early 2000s.
There really is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe the big thing for Splinter Cell was trying to have a competitor to Metal Gear, and it never really had that. It had its own niche.
Yep.
I feel like. And I wish there was more stealth games that were like third-person proper stealth games. There isn't that many you can think of.
I can't think of many third person. I can think of plenty first person.
I can think of games
Thief
where they
was the big one for first person, but third person, not many.
Dishonored,
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like back in the 2000s.
Also, I feel like there's a lot of games that shoehorn in stealth, or stealth isn't really the main thing. Like in Metal Gear, besides MGS5, because you can go a bit silly in that game, it is like so focused on do stealth because you can run up and just go run and gun, but you're going to get destroyed.
Yeah.
You can do it, but it's not the way to go, and it's way harder, and you can't do XYZ things where games like Dishonored, you can just go through and just fight everyone.
You can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. The stealth is really well polished in that game, but it's also like it's
choose your own
it's
adventure.
really it's really 50-50 on
I
that.
remember the biggest one, like RPGs like Skyrim always did, like you could definitely do a stealth archer
Doing
throughout
some stealth
and
stuff,
but like
yeah.
That's the only class that game has, Brock. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. But playing through Deus Ex, there was a definite like different feel between doing stealth and just run and gun action stuff.
Yes.
Stealth definitely, like the levels took you a lot longer because it's like, okay, I'm going to creep through every single area and make sure I trank all the guards or do all that. Like it took
That
you
is
a lot
also
longer.
usually very light stealth.
Yes.
There is like, I believe you can, I don't know about the first game, but I think in Human Revolution you could pick up bodies and move them, couldn't you?
Yeah. You could in the original one, but it was very simplistic.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen any games that are as focused on stealth as Metal Gear has been, or Splinter Cell. But Splinter Cell, the last one was Blacklist, which was like 2013 or something. They added Sam Fisher into a couple of the Ghost Recon games as like DLC, I think.
Yeah.
And there's a little mission in one of them.
Breakout, I think it was.
Yeah.
He's also in Rainbow. They added him as a playable character.
Oh, okay,
There's
yeah.
a few little cutscenes with them, and he's like the sort of the leader, but like of one of the, I don't know. It's too confusing, that lore.
Yeah.
I think
He's got the goggles, but which are cool.
Yes, they're very iconic.
Yeah.
I think part of the problem of doing a stealth game is that like you can't really do a stealth action. Like you can't keep it upbeat all the time.
Well, that's what Metal Gear is.
It's also very
The subtitle of all the Metal Gear games till 5 was Tactical Espionage Action. Because it's very action-packed, those games. There's crazy boss fights, and you're running around with rocket launchers shooting people.
which doesn't scream stealth to me.
I know, but that's I said boss battles.
But also, boss battles in a stealth game seem a little bit.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're
Like
mostly...
Hitman, I think, is the thing that's done it closest to be stealthy and get in and out without being seen.
Yeah,
like
well-
you can poison people and do all this other stuff.
Hitman's a different type of stealth. That's more of like you're a hitman. It's more like in public...
Yeah.
Yeah, hiding in plain
You're being
sight.
sneaky,
Yes.
That's exactly what I was trying to say, yeah. There isn't as much. You can do it in Hitman, but like getting a sniper, going up to a good position and finding the person and shooting them.
You're just being sneaky. You're not doing stealth. Like you're not hiding in shadows or anything. You're literally in plain sight.
No, you're
planning a death.
You're getting magical homing briefcases
And also-
throwing them.
I did see a breakdown on that the other day. It was quite amusing. I seldom touched a Hitman game.
Hitman is... I like them and don't like them at the same time. They can be very fun and very boring at the same time. It's hard to explain.
I know what you mean.
It's...
There's a few games like that.
Yeah.
Like they did those episodic Hitman games in the last like 10 years. Like I think it's just called, they rebooted in like Hitman 2.
There's World of Assassination, which is all like an online sort of thing.
Yeah, there's stuff like that.
Eminem's in the latest one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a Slim Shady thing.
No.
But
I swear I'm not misremembering that.
everyone says the best Hitman game is Blood Money. I'm pretty sure that's the one they always talk about, which was early 360, mid 2000s game. I think a lot of people like that because it was still the old formula, but just enough action-y-esque sort of stuff. And then the next one was Absolution, which I played, but a lot of people didn't like because it was linear mission, like story based. It wasn't an open world areas and you could just kill and do whatever. It was all you had to go down a linear path, and it was like, this isn't a Hitman game. It was fun,
They were
but it
chasing
wasn't.
the story on that one as opposed to
Yeah,
freedom and gameplay and all that.
Yeah,
which is exactly what they did with Splinter Cell Conviction, which I saw a lot of people don't like that game. I loved it as a kid, but
Is that the one where he shaved his head?
no, that's Double Agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this Slim Shady thing. Apparently, it was a whole season of
Fucking hell.
Eminem.
Maybe
And they had
Eminem's a big Agent 47 fan.
Celebrity Elusive Target, John Clare. Oh my God, I cannot pronounce the name.
Jean Claire.
Yeah, Van Damme. There's Chainsaw. My God, they've gone like full in with this sort of stuff. That's kind of cool.
We're back. Yeah, that was a weird one. No, I just had to go check a camera to make sure it wouldn't fuck up. It might still, so there might be another cut later. But we're talking about Hitman. was a cool series, but I was never.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do.
It never grabbed me like Metal Gear. It's not that type of stealth game.
I just thought of another. I mean, it definitely had a breakdown between stealth and then a lot more of it was just action, run and gun.
Yeah.
Did either of you ever play? What was the Riddick game on Xbox called? What was the actual title? Escape from Butcher Bay.
No, I didn't play any of those Riddick
I
games.
like the movies. Pitch Black and The Chronicles were pretty good, but very, very, very early Vin Diesel.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they had definitely
Superman.
they had decent stealth sections in there where it was like, because you can see in the dark, you're going around throwing things, making noises and getting guards to look away from you so you can just like snap their neck from behind and instant kill them. It was fun.
There's that new, I guess it's not really a stealth game, it's more a heist game that's coming out soon, which I'm keen for. I can't remember what it was. It was I think it was teased at the Game Awards last year. God, yeah. I wouldn't say the third.
You've got to elaborate. They're not people aren't going to see this.
So we're looking currently at a list of the best stealth games by IGN, so take it with a grain of salt. And at number 9, they put Sly Cooper 2 Band of Thieves.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yes, it would be a stealth game.
Yeah, come on.
Number 8, Chronicles of
Mark of the
Bay.
Ninja. People loved that game back in the day. Metal Gear's surely number 1. Shadow Tactics.
Which Metal Gear, though?
Either 1 or 2 or 3. Fuck, I don't know. One of them.
Thief 2.
Yeah, Thief. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Yeah, that's one of the ones that people really like. Dishonored 2.
Beautiful.
Oh, MGS 5 is number 2. I get that. Why not Snake? They made a whole thing saying why not Snake Eater. Okay, I don't agree with Hitman being number 1 for that, but whatever. We'll quickly get off this.
I thought that list was going to have a lot more stealthy games, but that was it.
No, well, that's what I mean. I feel like the stealth genre isn't that deep.
Yeah.
Maybe we should make a game.
Bro, we can barely publish one episode of a podcast a week. We're not making a fucking game.
Do a No Man's Sky to say we're going to do all this stuff, and then 15 years later we'll release a good version of it. 15 years later we'll be able to be alive. Brock will be 55 in 15 years. No, he won't. He'll be 75.
Why you got to do me like that?
Because you're an easy target, Brock. We've been over this every single week.
Anyway, shall we move on to the next topic?
Yeah, what else do you have for us, Broccoli?
Big news. Mr. Codman. He passed away.
He did.
Mr. Codman. Yeah, no. One of the original lead developers, I believe, or producer or something, high role in Infinity Ward back in the day. So one of the creators of COD passed away the other week.
I'm going to find his name.
I forget his name.
Vince something, wasn't it? I know there was a V in either his first or second name started with, because you said it earlier.
But
I'm completely wrong, aren't I?
Have you got it up?
Yeah, I do. It's Vince Zampella.
Vince Zampella, yeah. So he was one of the
co-creator
of Call of Duty. Died the other week. I don't really want to talk about this too much because I think it's a little bit. It's
morbid.
Sad, but it's morbid, but not even that. It's
irresponsible.
I don't fully know the story of everything yet. So he died in a car crash with his mate. Really sad. Later on, video came out of the crash, and it looks like he's going very, very fast in somewhere he shouldn't be going very, very fast.
Yes.
So I don't think anything good came of this, but I'm not gonna say be here and go off about say, oh, you shouldn't have done this XYZ, because who knows? There could have been whatever going wrong. And
extenuating circumstances.
And there's a family grieving at the moment, so let that be. But that's been a fairly big hit to the industry. I think he's the type of person. I think he had a lot of money. I don't know how active he was in game development anymore.
No, because he was the co-founder and studio head of Infinity Ward and the head of Respawn. And
so he was one of the people who left for Respawn.
Yeah, head of Respawn Entertainment and the CEO of Ripple Effects Studios. I'm not sure what they do, but
so he might still be.
Yeah, it was still big in the industry.
Because the people who made Respawn, because they left from
an EA executive,
Infinity Ward, I think that was all self-funded. There's a lot of money there.
Yeah.
To be able to do that.
Yes.
Well, going off of that, do we want to go? You got next thing, Christmas loot.
Yeah, Christmas Day was just a few days ago for us. Did you guys get anything good gaming wise for Christmas?
I didn't get anything gaming.
No,
You just want to talk about your thing.
I mean, that's what brought it up in my mind, but I was interested to see what you guys got.
I did not get a single gaming related
Neither.
item. I mean, if you count cash, then sure.
Oh, quickly. I got this.
You got pants.
These are my pants. Thank you, Lizard. I've worn them for the first time today. They're really comfy.
Sound move.
Yeah.
For 1 second there, I thought you were going to stand up and show you got like a tattoo for Christmas.
No,
something.
I don't think I'd ever get a tat. Fuck you, Ben.
Yeah. No, I got cash. That's a great idea, actually. I didn't know what I wanted to spend my money on.
Tattoo, yeah.
You should get a save point tattoo.
I'll do it if
come
Brock
on,
does it.
Rep the brand.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
I will
I
get
was
it.
about to say rep the brand, so I can't go back on it now, can I?
No, I'll 100% get it. I have no problem with getting one.
You should get it. I'm not getting one.
If you get one,
I 100% am not getting one, but you should get one.
If you get one in a hidden location, I'll get one in a visible location.
I wouldn't,
You get
I
one-
wouldn't
you-
bother with a hidden location.
get
I'll
one.
just get one on my shoulder or something.
You get it on your shoulder and he'll get it on his forehead.
What's that? The Simpsons episode where he's got like the hellfish or something? That'll be Brock
Yeah.
just like flexing.
And it's like the old intro where the fucking S and the P went down.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, for Christmas, I got a couple of things. Laura's brother got me a bunch of Steam gift cards, so I got a...
I know one thing you got. Diabetes.
Yeah, fuck you too.
What did I do?
You made some comments before the show. We'll get onto that later.
I'll
Anyway, one
air
of my best friends got me this, which is the Anerbic RS35V. Essentially is a very, very
Let me
slimmed
see.
down
So what's it called? This is the Anemic 32.
Anerbic.
Anerbic.
It's okay.
It's got a HDMI port on the top of it.
Yes, mini
The fuck?
HDMI. And it's got 2 USB-C, 2 SD card reader slot. For what it can do, for how much I suspect he paid for it, not bad at all. Can play stuff up to and including Dreamcast sort of era stuff. Does pretty okay as long as you got the storage space in there.
I was saying to Brock, you can play Shenmue 2 on the go now.
I haven't put Shenmue 2 on there. I really should.
So I can see that there's 2 USB-C ports
Yes.
on this. I don't like that the charge one is at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like with how the shape of that one is, I get it. Because if it was on the top, it's probably going to...
I mean, yeah, cables are long these days, though.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
really
like
gonna-
headphone jack is quite impressive.
The headphone jack is nice, yeah.
That is impressive.
I think.
I'll tell you what's cool about our AY and Thor. It's
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
It has Bluetooth as well.
Whoa.
It also dual boots both Android and Linux.
Whoa. Does it have the Sonos app on it?
No, not yet.
Not yet. That's coming soon.
Yeah, I can have cinema quality sound while I play Pokemon. It's cool.
It is cool. It's really
it is
cool.
very cool. It's
Yeah.
a
It's
very
all like that thing McGuinness got like a year or two ago.
It's the exact same as far as I'm aware, it's the exact same as the one McGuinness got.
Ah.
yeah,
Epic.
Yeah, I think it's cool little.
It is a cool
device.
little...
I've been using it for the last couple of days. I like it. It's a like cool little thing I just throw in my pocket and you know,
Another thing to throw in your pocket, you mean?
Yeah.
yeah. I've got too many little gadgets I throw in my
Does
pockets.
that have 2 micro SD card slots?
Yes. So one holds the Linux operating system,
One holds
and the
a
other
porn.
one holds just your ROM library.
Love how many games you've already got loaded onto this.
It came with games on it.
Really?
Yes. So when
How
you
are they obtained?
given the quality of them,
Hang
I'm
on.
going to say not legally.
Hang on, I'm still looking at all the games.
I know. I'm
Jesus.
just going like this.
I've filled it up with a bunch of extra Dreamcast games. It came with a couple of things on there. Yes.
A bunch of games, you reckon? I'm seeing upwards of like, if I'm doing quick maths here, at least 2,500.
Yeah.
At
Fucking
least.
hell, man.
There's 830 of an unnamed game publisher here or developer. There's a Jesus.
Of an
Okay.
unnamed.
I'm not gonna say the one on how you retained all their games.
Ports. What we got?
There's so many.
Mr. Doom.
Brock has this problem with gaming where he hoards things.
What's the battery life of this thing like?
Could be better. I will say
All
that.
right.
Could
This
be
is
better.
it here. I'm playing Doom.
So playing
Remember this game?
Playing it on Christmas Day, it lasted a good couple of hours before it like got low. It does. I have noticed it does drain battery faster than I would like in standby mode because I had it in my pocket yesterday while we were all at work. Well, you weren't. While we were at work, and when I got home, took it out and it was down to about I think it was 20%.
Okay.
Just before we move on to how cool Brock's new toy is, we brought this up multiple times before. You take a bag with you to work.
I do.
Yep. Why do you keep your devices in your pocket?
Yeah, that's
I keep
not wrong.
one device in my pocket.
No, your phone should be the only device in your pocket.
No, I'll keep my phone and usually one other thing.
Why? But why? Literally, there's no reason.
There is no reason. I enjoy having it there in my pocket.
If I'm at work, I don't want anything in my pockets that I don't need in there. I want to have as much free space in case I need to put things in my pocket.
I get that. I always have my keys and a bunch of shit in my pockets, but I don't bring a bag to work.
See, I don't like having my keys in my pocket.
Neither do I. That's why I take a bag.
I leave my keys in my bag.
Only the essentials. He's got his phone and his DS, not his keys.
And a Windows 11 boot drive that is currently on my desk that you can have back.
That's not usually one I keep in my pocket. That one's a bit too fragile to keep in my pocket.
So, Brock's daily carry, no joke. He has a phone in his pocket. He'll have a DS. He'll have all this fucking gaming shit. He will regularly have.
He's digging into
He will have a thumb drive in his pocket where it will have a bunch of fucking games. It'll have Bato Sarah downloaded on it just in case he's at a computer and he needs to install an emulator and then play the games.
Don't need to install anything. It's a live boot.
Oh, fucking hell. Who cares?
How many games collectively, just on all your devices, do you currently carry with you at all times?
I mean, not including doubles, like across devices.
Oh, no. I'm just mean total count of every game.
Oh, a stupid amount that I'll never be able to play all of them.
That's what a round number.
I don't know off the top of my head. Talk for a moment. I'll have a quick check.
Because I received a legally obtained thumb drive from Brock that had a bunch of games on it. The total there was like 4,000 or something stupid, and this was not all the games.
It would have been much higher than that.
I know. That's why I said it's not all the games. But that's just too many. That's just way too many. He's going to count all his games now.
No, I'm going to open up RetroArch and see if it actually gives me a count.
Who cares?
So, yeah, what are your overall thoughts, other than the battery life being a bit piss poor?
I like it. I think the ergonomics of it could be a little bit better. I don't like that the thumbsticks are at the bottom.
Yes.
It's nice that it's even got thumbsticks.
It is. I really, really like the fact that, hey, the option is there. I just think... I know that they want to try and keep the overall look of the Game Boy. I get it. It's just, for someone with adult hands, it hurts your hands to try and...
Yeah, also, I don't like the way you have to hold that for the thumbsticks and then also the triggers.
Yeah.
Like, with the AY and Thor, they make a grip for it, which Tom and I are both going to purchase at the earliest convenience because while it's not uncomfortable, it's not exactly comfortable either. And I feel like if you're playing a game and it's getting a bit hot, your hands get sweaty, the fan's on, like I just want a little bit more space. That's cramped in my hands, and your hands are significantly larger than mine.
Yep.
Yeah, yours have got a lot more calories in it and shit, so it's like a bit...
Why? Every single time. You can't just be nice, can you?
I can.
We can. Nice doesn't get us views.
I called you Daddy Brock yesterday.
Yeah, you wanted something from me at that point. So, yeah, I like it. I know they've brought out a couple of extra models of it since this one came out that are a fair bit more powerful. We saw a video of one playing Fortnite just before.
Definitely using Steam Link, but yeah, go on.
No, it would have just been running it natively.
Yeah, it's got Android.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you hold down an extra button when you turn it on and it boots Android instead of the Linux.
That's not bad. I mean,
I said Linux. The actual system on it it's Bato Sarah, but it's just been renamed as a whole different thing.
Okay.
So the games that came with it, they're fine. There's a lot of double ups and stuff that hasn't been named properly, and they've got their own custom art for everything. It was pretty cool cycling through it, seeing if I could guess which ones they were. It's just...
If I had the disposable income to buy a bunch of these consoles and compare them all, I would do it. I think I might have already accidentally
I will also point out for what my friend paid for this to get it for me, less than $100.
Oh yeah, shout out. You said it was Brendan got you that?
Yep.
Shout out to Brendan.
Yep. Thank you.
Very, very cool. I mean, it's significantly less than we paid for our Thors, but
yes, much cheaper.
The performance of it is also significantly less as well.
Yeah. Also, it probably didn't take months of back order to get that, which the Thor is at now.
Yeah, we got in very early.
We did. We got very early in for the Thor. I can't believe it. We really
lucked out hard.
It's pretty epic.
They're very epic. Video coming soon, maybe?
Yes,
yes,
hopefully.
we definitely have a video on that coming soon. What was the... It's the Snapdragon 8, isn't it? In the
8 Elite.
Do you remember the clock speed of it?
No idea.
Okay.
Don't remember.
Because I can't remember the name of the chip in this, but I know it's a 1.8.
Perfect. We can't compare them then.
Well, I know it's a 1.8 gigahertz chip, which
Okay.
is fairly small.
Okay.
Do you think now that you've got a current emulating machine that's not old, repurposed hardware, that maybe you will look at buying a Thor?
I still would love to get a Thor, yes.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to see if you're interested in ditching all those old consoles.
I'll never ditch them.
You'd never do that.
I mean,
I'll just get more pockets so I can carry more stuff.
I just love the success of the AYN Thor because it means that more companies are going to make their own, do their own spins on this thing and see what worked and what didn't work.
It's definitely an area where more and more companies are trying to make legit sort of stuff that can play these things, not just repurposed Android boxes and all other little bits that kind of work.
And I would like to bring this up in the video that we're probably going to do, but my AYN Thor is legitimately, it's turning into a semi Steam Deck ROG Ally replacer. It is nowhere near as powerful. There's only certain things that run on it, but I'm playing a lot more PC games than I thought on that thing. I've been playing a fuck ton of Slay the Spire.
Oh, yeah.
On that thing. It has a few little hiccups to open the game sometimes, but when it opens, perfect. 60 frames, no problems at all, no hiccups, perfect.
And you are playing these all natively.
These aren't streamed. These are native.
Yeah.
It still needs to have a connection to the internet to just authenticate the game through Steam servers, but that's nothing. But it's all being run on the console itself, which is really, really cool.
Yeah. Even just being able to stream PC games onto it in with 120 frames is still ridiculous. Doesn't always get there, but I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I still feel like I have not fully set up the Thor to get even a percentage of what I could get out of it. Like, I still need to get that many games and do that many things on it. It seems like it's unlimited possibilities what that thing can do.
As soon as we get once they make an official dock and we can connect it to a TV and then just play PS2 games on a DualSense controller straight through it all, game over.
Yes, 100%. Because that's literally what I want.
Yeah.
Because if it can output a lot of those games, the problem is outputting those games onto a higher resolution.
Yeah.
So, we could play it, I think I'd really enjoy playing a lot of those games upscaled to 4K on my 4K TV.
Yeah.
Because one thing I noticed is playing a lot of those emulated games, legally obtained ROMs, upscaling them is it's such a breath of fresh air. It's so nice. There's still tearing and XYZ things will happen, and there's ways to fix that, but it looks so nice just out of the box
which is,
that.
I think, the greatest strength of the Thor is that it has enough power to do all of that and still keep a steady frame rate. You don't have to mess around with, I'll turn this setting down and turn this down so I can up the... no, you just, I want this resolution and it will handle everything.
Portables are coming back and in a big way, and I just can't wait for something to have some real oomph. Imagine if Valve made a Steam Deck flip or fold or something like that was more DS clamshell style, but with a bit more of a grip behind it.
Yeah.
That had even the same power of the current Steam Deck. Oh,
yeah,
insane. That would be so good.
It would be.
Forget if Apple bring one out and put an M5 chip in it.
Yeah, if Apple made... I feel like these days, if Apple made a dedicated gaming device... Oh, man, it would be so polished and so good.
Should we talk about that thing you found online
that's
the
what
other
I
day?
was about to say.
I was about to say some news on that. Yeah.
Speaking of clamshells.
There is a leaked iPhone Fold that has just been released, and the CAD files for this phone have been released online. It looks like, at least from these leaks, and I don't know, they could be bullshit. Usually iPhone leaks this early out are always fake. Well, Apple's pretty good with their leaks.
Yeah. The fact that the guy leaking it is currently being sued by Apple for other stuff, among things.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's the guy who supposedly, this is what the article I read said, the guy behind the leak...
I didn't know you could read.
Oh, fuck you. The guy behind the leak is currently being sued by Apple, and whether in retaliation or as kind of just a final fuck you hurrah thing. He's gone, cool, here's what Apple's currently working on. It's this flip phone thing.
So basically the iPhone Fold has been semi-leaked. We don't know if it's legit, but it looks like it could be. This is the design from the outside. The inside, I don't know if there's a photo on here at all. Yeah, it looks like that. Essentially, Apple's going for, instead of... Can I grab your Fold real quick, Ben?
Hang on, let me just clear some stuff.
That's all right. Ben has got a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. I had a Z Fold 3. Okay, thank you. That took way too long.
No, I wanted my fingerprint. I wouldn't swipe it sweaty.
All right, so the Apple Fold, it looks like it's going for more of an iPad mini shape. So it's going to be a lot shorter phone, where on the Z Fold, it's way more of a 4:3 aspect ratio. It's going to be a little bit more, well, it does look like 4:3 to me, this thing.
Yeah.
Depending on which way you hold it, the orientation.
Definitely prioritizes turning the screen like landscape, I guess, when you're trying to watch something, because it's a wider display, and with widescreen it works really well.
So where the iPhone Fold, it looks like what they're doing is they're getting the phone to about there.
Yeah.
It's going to be shorter, but a wider fold out.
I mean, so it looks just fairly square to me.
It is. It's from a lot of so there's leaks. People have actually made 3D prints of the Fold. There's bunches of people that have, because their CAD files are online, and they put like a rudimentary hinge in it. And it folds out to, I think, a 7-inch screen. So it's a little bit smaller than the iPad mini.
Okay.
When it's fully folded out. And it's a lot more of a square, still rectangular view of watching stuff. But the big thing is that apparently it is fairly good for videos. If this thing is legit, I will be buying one day dot. I have been wanting an iPhone folding phone since I became an Apple fan, because I loved my Z Fold 3 so much. The biggest thing is if they put an M chip in this, even an M1, a 5-year-old chip now, oh my God, the fucking power this thing has. Because the thing that Apple's done, and I dare say with the newest big upgrade to iPad OS, where for iPad OS 26, where they made it way more computer-like, and it's got windows and you can drag and drop them around and resize them and all of that. They've already got the operating system like that, and they can make a hybrid version of that to make it the iOS version for this guy, because all of their aspect ratio for their apps is going to be ready for this.
You don't think they'd just have the same unified OS between both of them? You think they'd still have separate?
No, I think it'd be separate. I think they would split it. I think it'd be a little bit different, and it's just going to be like a baby down version of iPad OS, I reckon.
Yeah.
Can you swipe back up to the outside fold?
Yeah.
Out of all the companies making a folding phone, I kind of hoped Apple would be the one to have the cameras recessed inside the
back of the phone.
Yep.
I don't mind that much about this.
Yeah, it's good that it's like level like that. Like I know on the Z Fold 7 that I've got, it's off to one side, so you can't sit the phone flat. That drives me up the wall, and it doesn't stay still. It rocks. You can get cases that fix that. They make them too thick, and that's the whole point. Reason I got this is it's really, really thin. That may keep it stable. I still think there's going to be rocking back and forth.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
Bottom corner. Yeah.
See, I don't mind that, because if this is MagSafe, I'm fine. I'm going to have a wallet on the back of my phone, which is going to be the flat platform for it. This has been the biggest time saver in the world. My wallet is on the back of my phone. It's also a kickstand. It just saves so much room. And if this folding phone's like that, perfect. But I'm thinking about this. Most people don't need a fucking folding phone.
No.
I don't
need one.
Yeah, I loved my Z Fold 3. I used to do a lot of invoicing on it because I had my Galaxy Pen, and I would go and do a video gig somewhere, and it'd be back if I got public transport. I would be on the train, usually if I go to Sydney and do a gig there and come back. I would just do it all on the train, get it all done, because that's the type of thing I'd get home. Like, I don't want to fucking invoice. Yeah. I don't want to do all this annoying computer work for the job I just did for 8-10 hours. And then if I can use the cut down version of Lightroom or fucking Photoshop, which I'd use for like doing a lot of the thumbnails on that, it's like I can just quickly do it now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to have
Makes
pen
it
access
so
to
much
this.
more convenient.
Like
They'd have to bring out a new pen, and
it
they'll
would be a
probably
new
make
pen.
it.
It'd be like a mini pen or something. If they were to do it, they probably wouldn't. I don't think.
That's, I think, the biggest drop that they did with this phone is because they made it so thin for the Z Fold 7. They removed the
included S Pen.
Well, it wasn't included in the 6.
No.
I don't think you could buy
No.
a case that had it built into the
I
back.
had to buy mine separately for the 3.
It's like $150 or something.
It's
It was
not cheap.
not cheap, but that functionality that the pen gave, fantastic. They don't have that in this because of how thin it is. They're like, we had to cut some things, so you lost the pen.
My biggest complaint of the Z Fold 3 when I had it is I wish the pen was internal.
Yes.
Because mine, it was on the spine of the case, and it was a big fucking fat thick pen. It was like bigger than my Apple pen.
Yep.
Which is ridiculous. But if they had something like that in this,
I don't know
game
how
over.
I don't know how they would do it and keep it. I mean, Apple would bring out some stupid case and it'd be MagSafe and have the pen. I don't know where they'd put it. It would probably have to go along the back, but you could.
It could go along the edge of it, just like.
It'd have to be thin.
Yeah, true. But it might be the type of thing where it's supposed. The idea is it's supposed to be on the edge when it's folded up, and when it's unfolded, you're using the pen.
Yeah,
or it can go along the top, or something like that.
Yeah, just trying to open, even opening this with a case on it is a nightmare. If you stick a pen on that and you try to open it, that pen's going flying.
I get you. But it looks, from the leaks at least for this new folding iPhone, it looks like they've got... Oh, fuck off. I don't know what this is. They've gotten rid of one of the cameras. So it looks like it's just going to be a normal and then a wide angle. Or it might be a normal and then a telephoto or something like that.
You can afford this $4,000 phone. They're going to bring out...
It's annoying. It's annoying. I don't use the camera on this phone anywhere near enough. I'm one of the people who uses the processing power on this thing, which a lot of people who buy these higher end iPhones are using it for the camera.
Which I think in your case also, you have that many actual cameras that are far better than this.
Yeah. But
you have no need.
A lot of the time, for me as I get older, a lot of the stuff is convenience and time saving.
Yeah.
Which having a camera that's still decent in your phone, in your pocket, helps. That's also why I bought that little Sony point and shoot, and it's been a game changer for me. But if I had this type of stuff and I don't have to use my big iPad, if it replaced 80-90% of what my iPad does, I will sell my iPad.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
I do need a newer iPad.
Yeah. You want to buy my iPad for $3,000?
No.
But it cost me $5,000 when I got it.
Mine cost me $2,000 when I got it. 64 gig of storage. I think it was horrendous.
Yuck. Mine's got 2 terabyte. But yeah, that's the iPhone there. I'm very keen to see what the go is with that, but it's probably going to be another 9 months till we hear anything
about it. Yeah.
So I'll be eagerly awaiting.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, they'll do it. They'll
They
have
will.
to do it. I always thought that they'll do a folding iPad first, if they can turn that into a phone as well, which they're not stupid. Even if it takes them another year or so to do, they'll release it and it'll be smooth. There won't be any issues with it at all.
I mean, like, you give Apple shit because they've been trying all these different gimmicky style of iPhones for the last 5-6 years.
Yep.
They had the minis and they got rid of those, and they got the pluses. They got rid of those now. Now they got the Air, which they're going to get rid of.
I feel like
no one's bought Airs.
I think it was the same idea with the Samsung Edge, is they did it to see how thin they could get it, and it was never meant to sell well.
I think it's a proof of concept all of the time to see what sticks, and this could be another one of those. But all of those iPhones have made. The Mini was great.
Yeah.
The Pluses have been great. There's nothing wrong with them. But if they do this and it's a great phone, I'll grab it 100%.
Because the Air is very, very thin for what it is. It's very cool. Battery life's the only downside. I feel like it's the same thing with the Samsung Fold, is the battery life suffers because you can't have the battery go across both halves, so you lose a good chunk of it. If they can figure it out with that and you can get all-day battery, because I still get 18 hours, but I mean...
That's something Apple would do.
Yes.
Yeah, I reckon they would. They'll find some way to do it. That's what they like.
Which even if it's just having 2 batteries and it shares the load across them.
Yeah, but if you've got a screen
like
on both sides, that's where the tricky part comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Well, we'll see about that in 9 months, like we said.
We're at episode 145.
Yeah, God, yeah. Did you want to talk about Star Citizen?
Only very quickly, because I'm not that interested in it.
Neither.
Star Citizen apparently broke $1 billion in revenue or funding or
that is
whatever.
A lot of money.
A lot of money for a game that is still not fully out, and everything I've seen about it is like people commenting that, hey, they've got this much money and they still haven't delivered the the promised single player campaign.
Isn't that because they're like the ships they're releasing costs like, I don't know, like $4,000 or $5,000 of like real world money?
It's stupid amounts of money. Yes. Like I don't know them directly, but I have friends who have friends that they've like dropped big money on this game, and it's like, cool, how much is big money? And it's like tens of thousands of dollars. It's like that's too much money to be spending on one singular game that, again, is not actually out yet.
Yeah.
We've got playable. I think it's
It's a
still
glorified test demo.
Well, I think it's still classed as an alpha. It's not even in beta. I could be wrong.
Alpha Centauri.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the idea of it. I don't care enough about Star Citizen to get into it.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly because of the size, but also that's like, hey, this game's hasn't been out for 10 years. You still need to get in. Oh, I want to do this. You're still spending hundreds, if not $1,000 to get yourself set up.
That is not an easily accessible game.
No.
I did see a guy on TikTok, or maybe it was YouTube Shorts. He's got like a full gyro rig for his Star Citizen ship.
The people who are playing those games, of course, have got stuff like that.
It was very cool.
It would have been.
He full gyro gets in there. Oh no,
The gameplay
it interested me.
the
But
gameplay I've seen from the game, like, you know, grabbing a ship and a couple of mates, going out to some planet, landing and, you know, doing a raid on some bandit settlement, and, you know,
you
there's
that
gunplay
No
and
Man's
everything.
Sky, and that game costs $45.
Yeah, but this just looks far more immersive, I would say, because there's actual bits like you have to walk all the way onto the ship. You like run around and you're actually taking cover and everything. Whereas there is gunplay in No Man's Sky. It's very basic.
Do you think it's immersive because if you crash your ship, you realistically are in debt?
No, I do not like the idea of that at all.
No, we have enough trouble with money as it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of money, one thing I wanted to quickly bring up is I said that I brought a few games in the Steam winter, summer sale. Depends on what part of the world you're in.
Christmas sale.
The Christmas sale, yeah. I've got a PSA of a game you need to buy for how fucking cheap it is at the moment. Please, if you have a Steam account, any computer, this thing will run on basically anything. Please buy Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire, have you played it?
I don't have it on Steam,
Okay.
but yes.
You have played it? Okay. It at the moment, Slay the Spire, at least in like AUD, so Australian dollars, is like $3.
Yeah. It's
Or
been out for a long
$3.50.
time.
It's
I
been
haven't,
6
I haven't
years.
played it in years, but yes, I've played it.
It's like $2.50 USD. Please buy this game. It is so fun. It's like a quick little card game roguelike that you can just keep playing. I think it's one of the best value for monies you can buy on the summer sale, winter sale, Christmas, holiday sale,
Steam sale.
Whatever the current Steam sale is. It might be off by the time that this episode comes out.
6th of January. I think.
No,
Yes.
it should still be going then.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it. Have you guys bought anything on the current sale?
I have not.
I've wishlisted quite a lot. I'm going to go revisit it because I realized I had so much time. I was like, every time I go onto it, it's like, these are the games that it's recommending. It's like, I don't want to play the games you're recommending because I know what they are and they're all garbage.
Yep.
So I just want to find like a big list, go down. I've just started typing in games that I remember that I've wanted in the past and seeing if it's on sale. And a lot of it is.
Well, I got a bunch of games. The other day I bought 11 games and I paid, how much was it in AUD? I paid $87.41 for 11 games. One of those was a big pack, which was all those Splinter Cell games, which was like $21 or whatever.
Which
did
you get
see
a
that.
lot of value with those.
You do. Like
sometimes.
there's enough for that. It's down 75%. It's down from like 100-ish bucks. Well, would be like $80. I bought Stardew Valley. That's 40% off at the moment. If
not
you've
bad.
never played Stardew Valley, that is a great little time sink game. I haven't touched it in like 6 years. I played it on my Switch.
Same. Yeah.
Ages ago that I played it.
Do you think that would run on the Thor?
Yeah, that's why I bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
There's an Android version of it.
That
Yeah.
screams Switch game for me because it's just that perfect sit down and play.
Yep.
I deliberately bought nearly everything on this list of stuff that I bought to play on the Thor. That's
Yeah.
why it's sort of like a Steam Deck replacement for me. But another game I bought, which I've been eyeing off for ages, was a combo pack of 2 games, was Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2, which is like a Metroidvania-esque game. It was down 77% from $72 to $16.58.
Yeah.
I think that first game's fairly cheap, but I think the second one is newer.
Yeah.
So it still costs a little bit. Played a little bit of that. Really fun.
I know it was one of those, not indie darling, but it was one that got a lot of
I hate
mostly
indie darling.
hypes when it got out.
I hate that term.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's the last like 6 weeks. It's like, oh, this game's indie. Fuck off. It's an indie game. Yes, it's a really, really good game. I have no doubt. Fuck off with indie, darling.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think it's how you say it that pisses me off. I don't think it's you saying it in general. It's just the way you say it pisses me off.
Yeah.
All right. Another good game at the moment, $2.70 Australian, is Buckshot Roulette.
Is that the creepy looking game?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like basically a scissors paper rock guessing game type of thing. Really quick game, but it's like a fun. I'll just play a couple of rounds of this. Great little game. I've been playing that on the Thor as well. Another game I bought, I've barely touched, but I know it's fun because I've put maybe about an hour or two into it, is Hades 2.
Yep.
Hades 2 is 25% off at the moment. Australian, it's $32.96. Highly recommend that for anyone who's got an AYN Thor. Buy Hades 2 on Steam. It plays perfectly on the Thor. No problems. It's, for some reason, I don't know if this is a game thing, it's locked at only being 720p. It doesn't give you an option to change it in resolution. Don't know what the go is with that. But it's 60 frames consistent the whole time. So if I can get a way to make that 1080, because that screen can support 1080, I will. But great game. I'm going to play it on the PC as well.
Which that's a game that also, like, you don't need a massively high resolution for it to look good, but having it on a higher resolution would be
like
a lot nicer.
43-inch curved LG, 4K, 8K, 6K monitor.
Yeah. And then the last one is Slay the Spire, which is down from $37 to $3.69 Australian, which I can't recommend enough. That game is so fun. Just a little thing. It's like, it looks... The only problem I have with Slay the Spire, I'm not a massive fan of its art style.
That's why I didn't pick it up, because you were talking about it like at the start of the week, whatever here. I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah. Did not grab me from like...
No, I'm with you, but
it's a lot of brown.
No, but it's more... it feels more like oil painting, not oil painting, but it feels like it's been drawn with a paintbrush.
Yeah.
Like, it looks amazing. It looks great. It's its own art style. It's just not something that I'm a massive fan of, but highly recommend it. You should still buy it. It's only $3. You play a couple rounds of that and you'd be like, I know exactly what this is. Slay the Spire itches that Balatro itch that I have in my brain, and it's great for that. Just keep going. Like roguelike card games, which aren't too deep, but deep enough, are great. Something where you don't have to think too much and you can just have it on while something's on in the background or whatever. Great. It feels like a really good game. I could sit down with Lizard and we can both be like, oh, should we do this? Oh, should we do that? Blah, 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 blah. Really fun.
I'm just trying to think. I don't know if it was in the Steam sale. I did buy Fallout New Vegas. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah, you bought that the other week.
Finally installed it, started it up, and then I went to bed. So we'll start that tomorrow. No, it didn't crash.
That's what I thought he was about to say.
No, I didn't even get that far. I was like, midnight, I'm going to bed. I did see all the Just Cause games are on sale for a stupid amount of money. I think it was like all of them for like, and DLC for like $12.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Goodbye, because
I might pick a couple of them up because I've got.
First one sucks. Just get 2 and 3.
I've got 2 and 3, but I was looking at 4 because I know that the multiplayer mod for it is about to be publicly released or something.
I think I remember they did one for 2.
It was 2. 2 was the big
2
one.
2 and 3 has gotten one as well.
But I think the vehicles in 4 with like the wingsuit and stuff are just. They're too fun.
I never got into Just Cause because it Just Cause gave me that same feeling that the DLC for Saints Row 3 and also Saints Row 4 gave me, where you were too overpowered and you could just do so much fun shit off the bat.
Significantly before them.
Yeah, but you know,
I kind of get what you mean.
I'm not saying it copied it. I'm saying that you can just do whatever and it doesn't feel, I don't know.
I definitely feel with like 3 and 4 that was the case. Like 2, you had like your parachute and then the grapple gun, and you unlocked more guns later down the way. When you get to 3, you can do stuff like you can get the jets and stuff and put them on cars, and then you can use them to set off and do traps. And and then you get to 4, and it's like, oh, cool, there's a big hurricane over there. I'm just going to wingsuit into it and then just fly across the map and drag a car or all that sort of stupid shit. I remember getting hooked on that idea with anything grapple gun. I think that probably stems from like the Arkham games. But I remember, cool. Yeah, it is very cool. And seeing Good Game review Just Cause and like, this is what you can do. And I was like, I need it now. It just scratched that itch and I needed it immediately.
Just Cause 2 was what, 2014, 2015?
No, it was like 2009 or
It was
something.
much earlier because it was a PS.
The second one.
Yeah.
The second one was PS3.
Was it? Okay, I thought it was after that.
No, because 3 came out on PS4 and then so did Just Cause 4. And I think they did it. I don't know if they
Might
did
have been 2011.
I'm not too sure. I don't know.
2010.
There you go.
But like for what it was on a PS3, that was a massively open world.
Yes. I played it on PC. I loved that game so much.
I traded TF2 items for this game. I got this game for free.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I'll probably pick up the collection just because it's dirt cheap. But I remember getting it on console and then I was like, oh, they brought out DLC for 4. And it was like you could get like a jet-powered like wingsuit. And I was like, well, that just seems like cheating. So I spent $15 on it and got it because it was just... The hardest part was getting height in those games. Is like I can just go straight up.
Yeah.
That was a series I just never really...
Could not tell you a thing that happens in the campaign on any of those games.
I
But
vaguely remember too. I just remember like the first thing you work on is, hey, I grabbed this many hidden boxes or whatever so I can unlock items just to be dropped off for me by Mr. Dude in the helicopter. The second you got that little tiny black jet thing, the one-seater jet, I was just like, cool, I can go anywhere I want now. Just, as you said, getting height is the hardest part.
It was like you just take down outposts, but it's like, oh, you got to get the highest destruction score. So destroy anything that's silver and red and it will blow up. And it's like, okay.
Okay.
It was, just so much fun. Grappling onto a helicopter and then just... It gave me, honestly, prototype vibes.
You want to say that again?
It gave me prototype vibes where you can like just jump onto a helicopter.
See, that's the same. I never really got into prototype because it's the same thing. I feel like this sounds weird, but it gives you too much freedom.
I see where you're coming
it doesn't
from.
seem fun. There's no progression.
Yeah, but
there is. You can upgrade and shit like that. It's like, and to a lesser extent, like way lesser is like the Spider-Man games.
Yeah,
which I really like them.
Infamous.
I think
First
I
Light
like
specifically, it was just like you could just do whatever you wanted, like pretty well straight away.
I liked Infamous because that felt like it was a slow power creep, and you got better and better and more abilities, and you were able to do that stuff as time went on. Where a lot of those games seems like,
I mean, there was definitely the power creep in. I haven't played the second one, but the first prototype, you definitely got better powers or like upgraded the powers as you went on, but you were very powerful to begin with.
Yes, that's what I mean. There's nothing wrong with that. You can like that. That's completely fine. It's just it felt like, I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it as much. Same with Crackdown as well.
I never got into them.
Yeah, well, it was like that. I mean, I played a little bit of Crackdown 2 because it was free on Xbox. It was one of the first free games they gave you.
Okay.
With having gold. Games for gold back in the day. But yeah, it's just a series that I never really got into.
I feel like that's like with especially the PS4 Spider-Man, I can't remember what they did in the first game, but you unlock more abilities. The second game was a lot more gadgets.
Yep.
You could do a lot more. Oh, you can web these two things together, and it focused all on that because you're not losing power in those games.
Yeah.
That's why
always a pet peeve going from game.
That's why there hasn't been a Superman game, a good one. Ever.
Yeah, because how do you make it like a challenge to upgrade stuff? Like he starts invulnerable. What do you go from there? Like,
you're not doing his whole origin story going through him as a kid because nobody cares. It's stupid. I think there was I had one on Xbox. I think it was the Superman Returns game. The whole mission is like, oh, here's Metropolis, which is like tiny. So you can just get super speed immediately and just fly one side. Go pick this guy up, throw him away. That was the whole game.
Yeah.
I feel the Wolverine game that is in development from Insomniac is going to be sort of like that.
Yeah.
Because healing factor doesn't die.
No, it shouldn't. But I can see how they would do this sort of like you're constantly regenerating health, but if something hits you enough times in a row,
well, they might do
factor can't keep up.
Every enemy has adamantium bullets.
I was just about to say they might have like the adamantium poisoning angle where he's not healing as fast or something. I don't know. We'll have to see when this game.
We could just go back and find the leaked version, see how that way played, because that whole game got released.
Would we like to move on to our next topic?
What one?
The next one on the list.
Broken Promises. I don't remember any.
Okay, well,
I think we should do the next one that you have down there, Brock. The one that you've prepared a nice little display for us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because it's end of the year,
Start of the year.
No, yeah, I know.
Anyway.
To celebrate the end of 2025.
I have a couple of quick criteria here. We were going to do our own version of the, not Game Awards, but our picks for...
That's not in frame, by the way, if you want to put it up.
And it wasn't showing the camera, I was showing you guys.
Oh, we know what it fucking looks like.
But yes, there's a couple of criteria on here. We're going to go through and see what our most played, what we wished we had played, what we regretted playing, and our pick for Game of the Year was. So we'll start with Ben because he's the first one I've got on the list. Ben, what was your most played game this year?
I think, we had a look through our Steam of the Year thing, whatever the hell that was.
Steam of the Year.
The wrapped Steam and
review.
review. Yeah, thank you. I think it tallied out at Marvel Rivals being the most played. I feel like Arc Raiders will probably not overtake that in the next couple of days, but that's definitely been my most played recently.
Marvel Rivals.
It was like 252 hours or something, which is embarrassing to say now that I've seen my progression in that game.
But you've enjoyed your time with it.
Yes. Say that.
Once you got your computer actually working and playing it correctly.
Oh, no, it was always playing correctly. It's just that having 3 copies of Windows installed at the same hard drive didn't work very well, apparently.
And then upgrading your graphics card was another...
Oh, no, that was like February. That was ages ago.
It's still this year, though.
Yeah. All right.
Was it really February?
Literally the first week of February is when
Yeah.
that NVIDIA launch was, because we watched it in the studio before we
We
had all
did.
the cool stuff.
We did.
Tom, what was your most played game this year?
I had a look. I actually didn't play that many games this year as I thought I would have. But I think wasn't on any of these lists, but I'm fairly certain my most played game was probably Balatro.
Balatro?
I did just think that for you, yeah.
Yeah, because of I was trying to go on just Balatro on my phone to see if it had a playtime, but it doesn't. But I've played that on PC, played it a fuck ton on my iPad, played it a fuck ton on my phone, and I played it a fair bit on the PlayStation as well because it's free. And a lot of that because it's an easy game to play with Lizard as well.
Could you technically count her as like the Fallout that she's been playing as your most played game because it was your Xbox?
No. Yeah. I don't know. That doesn't count. I didn't play it.
Yeah, that's fair. What was your most played game, Brock?
According to Steam, it was Fallout 76 this year.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't checked like what my Switch playtimes are or anything, but I don't think I played anything on that more than I played on the computer this year. It's only narrowly beating Ark Ascended though.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't think you've actually ever played that game. I think you just boot it up and then it crashes.
No, that's fucking Sonic.
Oh, no, even the other night, Ark, Brock's on, Brock's off, Brock's on, Brock's off, Brock's on. He joined the Discord for 5 minutes, said hello, then just dipped. So that was rude.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I do remember that night. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rude.
All right. Next.
As far as most played, I dare say if we got the Thors a little earlier in the year, I dare say that, well, Pokemon would have been up there. I've already got.
Yeah, actually, that very close to playing Pokemon. Whatever the mod I'm playing for Pokemon is, that would be up there.
Mine's Renegade. I don't know. What was yours? It was
Luminescent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luminescent Platinum would be up there. What was the next one, Brock?
What was the game you most wished you had played this year?
A reverse order for this one. What's your most wish to play?
I mean, for me, it's going to be wish that I had started playing with everyone else because I didn't pick it up. I kind of wish I had picked up Arc Raiders.
I'm sort of like that as well. We can play together. We can
We can
start
still
up
play.
together.
We can do free kits. That's fine. No skill-based matchmaking or anything.
We can start playing together. But I'm not going to say Arc Raiders. Yeah, well, we can play with you as well.
Yeah, you can carry us.
I don't know.
Totally.
I'm going to say this statement. 2025 was a great year for gaming.
It really was.
It wasn't a great year for gaming for me. There was a bunch of cool games. Not a ton of them appealed to me. They all looked really fun though.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that's really sticking out of like, oh, I wish I could play because I would have just bought it.
Yeah.
Like maybe. No, I don't really. I'm not that keen on really wanting to play Donkey Kong. That's the only thing that's sort of blocked that I can't play because I don't have a Switch 2. Because I'm not going to buy that.
But like
I don't know.
Even the Game Awards, like like these are the game of the years, like nothing jumped at me that I was like, I really want to play that.
Yeah, no.
Because like Kingdom Come, I touched it a little bit. It was fun. I needed to get it on console. I think
may actually change my answer now that you've mentioned the Game Awards.
What?
Because I still haven't started playing Expedition 33. That I think would probably edge out Arc Raiders.
Edge. Yeah, there's a couple like. What are you going to put down? You're going to put X33. Yeah, okay. There's a lot of things that I wish I played. I've focused majority on multiplayer games this year. I think there wasn't a whole bunch of... I mean, you had like Ghost of Yete and all that sort of stuff, which I still haven't finished.
Oh, yeah.
I did just pick up the new Avatar game. Well, I say new. The new DLC came out for Frontiers of Pandora. There's been some gameplay in that, but nothing crazy.
I'm just looking at a list of just like 25 top games released this year, and I'm struggling to see anything on here that I'm like, oh, I really wanted to play that this year. Yeah, I don't have anything.
The games on there that, I'd probably put Dispatch down for mine.
Dispatch?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say Dispatch because I watched it all online. I wish I could have played it, but I also... Like I could have, it's just like I didn't. At that point, I was like, "No, I'm not."
I feel like it interests
time.
It interests me enough that I will probably play it at some point. I didn't care for the hype when it came out because it's like, oh, cool. Telltale didn't really like them much anyway, but then seeing all the stuff about it online, I was like, okay, that's kind of a good way to go.
Would you like to put down Arc Raiders just for you now?
Yeah, just if I could put Arc Raiders down for me, then
definitely going to be playing that over Ark Survivor Ascended or whatever the hell it is now.
Yeah.
You remembered. Well done.
I mean, I see it fucking 16 times a night.
It's a good game.
All right, what's the next one, Brock?
Well, we'll go back to Ben starting this one. What was the game you most regretted either buying or starting this year?
See, I'm torn because technically I would put Arc Raiders down there, but then also that was because of how it handled it on launch.
Yep.
I don't think that's the same answer now, seeing how I've got like 60-something hours in it. Probably Dune Awakening. It was really fun.
You played that heaps.
There's like 3 months there in that Steam year in review that's like, it's just nothing but Dune Awakening. Once you get to like the deep desert and you're at that end game for the MMO, there's just nothing. And then there was like a month and a half before they brought out any DLC or new advancements. I downloaded the DLC because I got it free with the season pass, whatever it was. I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
There's just like, I'm
No
pretty sure our
appeal to
base
go
is,
back?
I think they need to change something massively because no one's playing it.
Oh, okay.
They need to do something.
It's just stagnating.
Yeah, they've given the players the ability to pretty much compact their entire base into a tool so you can replicate it elsewhere, pack all your shit on a bike, and then fuck off to another server.
Oh.
If your server's like dead, before it was like you get one server, each server you join, it's a whole new character.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've kind of gone back on that to now give it the ability to go, oh, you can get play with other friends who are on somewhere else.
Which I wouldn't be upset at that, but I do see how it would lead to, everyone then congregating. The few players that are left, everyone congregates to a single server after a while.
But people are just packing all their stuff up into like putting everything down into a smaller base and just using it as like a hibernation thing till the game changes. People are like, I've had my fun. I break everything down. It's all here. The base has like 900 hours of power, so you just go on every 3 months and top it up. The game just needs something to keep it more alive.
What's your game you most regret grabbing or playing?
Mine's probably the same as yours, Brock. The game I regret playing the most this year was 7 Days to Die.
That's on, like I'd say, within my top, or maybe not even top 3, top 5 of this year, but it's not my most regretted one.
I love 7 Days to Die, and I go in cycles of playing it, but it's one of those games that I play for X amount of time. Like, fuck, I just wasted time because there's like, you hit a wall in it and there's not a ton to do.
No.
There is like end game stuff, but it's not that rewarding or fun unless you really like no life it.
I mean, this might come back to bite us in the ass, but we were playing with a few other people and...
We weren't playing. They were playing.
Yeah.
Well, see, that was the problem, was that we all wanted to play.
Watch these.
We all wanted to play together, but because of scheduling and just how much time people had available,
9 to 5 work, all the rest
some
of it.
people had more time to play it than others, and because the server I was running was just left up in the entire time we're at work, some people were getting more playtime, and time doesn't pause.
The more, as
Like,
people
you
play
explain.
on this server. So if you don't know how 7 Days to Die works, is as you play, you progress time, and it's, I don't know what it is. It's like every 20 minutes is half a
An
day
hour
or
or
something.
something,
I don't
yeah.
know, in the game, whatever. It's sort of, think of Minecraft, how you're playing and it goes through a day-night cycle. Once you hit the 7th day, you get a horde. And as you keep going through the days, the game gets harder and the zombies get harder and there's bigger hordes, things like that. And
New zombies start appearing and
yeah, I mean, like essentially you play the game and you're slowly leveling up and getting better as it gets harder.
Yeah.
So it gives you a bit of a equal challenge. We would play, Brock and I would play, and we'd jump back on, and there might have been people on who were playing a lot. And while there's people on the server, it progresses that clock. But we haven't been playing, so we might have played at day 10, and then we come back on and it's day 65. And if we get a horde, we're fucked. We don't have the resources for that. We don't have anything.
Yeah, the most egregious one was when, like, I think we logged off and it was day 14. We logged back on, it was day 28 or something.
Yeah, which is, that's a big jump.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big
Because
jump.
it's like, yes, the player has power creep, but the world has power creep as well, where
Yes.
if you're not there, the world doesn't, like, the world won't scale itself down so that, like, newer players have an advantage and, like, don't get one shot. No, the world doesn't give a shit about what level your character is. It's just, oh, you haven't
Exactly.
been playing? Well, fuck you, I don't care.
And then there was all the drama with resource management and hiding things and just unnecessary drama for the hell of it.
I don't think that was for the hell of it. I think that was just fallout from us. We probably could have worded it better, maybe.
We didn't
but
word it incorrectly.
I never said
didn't.
anything.
I'll
I
agree
don't
with you.
know.
Yeah.
I don't even know the person we had a problem with.
We made a comment about, hey, can we slow down? Because some of us are, like, it's a struggle to keep up with this. And yeah, some people got a bit fired up over that.
And then took all the resources.
On our
and failed.
server.
They didn't take all the resources. They just took the resources they mined, which fair enough. But anyway, my most regretted pickup probably going to be solo leveling Arise Overdrive.
Could have told you that before you bought it. But that's okay.
I really wish that they, like, the hours I played in it, I'm not going to be like, oh, I wish I could just refund the entire thing, blah, blah. But I kind of also wish I could have just refunded it.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can see where the fun in that game should be.
The gacha.
Not really.
Yeah.
I've got more than enough gacha games. I don't need another one. I think that, like, they've done a good job at rebalancing everything, but they needed to change more than just the progression style. They needed to change the whole game, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get, like, from the 2 seasons of that show I've watched, you're not getting a good game out of that.
No.
No.
It's just, it's not that. You could definitely do a really good game. It just wouldn't be.
Anime games are notoriously bad.
Yeah.
Like, they're always like, they try to an extent, but then also kind of shit. And I think a lot of the time is that a lot of anime that get games are partially finished.
That was the exact thought I had in my head just then. Was
yeah.
They're not. You need a refined story, and it needs to be complete, so you can have a and B. Like for all the One Piece games, they're just fighting games.
There's not all of them.
Not all of them.
No, there's heaps
Some
of
of them are
different
adventure
types.
ones, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of those. But I was about to say, there's a fuck ton of One Piece games, and I know a lot of them will have like, its own story, things like that. I feel like if it,
you'd have to do
it really limits, especially when it comes to anime and shonen, where it's like, okay, we got the super duper ability that's not in this game because that wasn't released when this was blah blah blah. It's like,
then you get into retcon territory.
It's like when you
and
play,
it just goes all over and over and over.
You play like Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and the best you can be, like the best level, like powerful character is a Super Saiyan 4. You play the new game, there's about 4 more things above that. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God Blue, and then there's like Ultra Instinct, Perfect Ultra Instinct, all this stuff that isn't in the older ones because the story's progressed and there's way more in there.
Yeah.
So there's way more content, and that's the problem with a lot of anime and shonen games.
They need to be live service.
Unless,
I hate admitting that, but like you're not wrong.
They need to do like, new season just finished. By the way, here's that season, but in the game now.
Yeah.
That's the
they-
easiest way to
do
do
They
it
it.
need to
with
drop
DLC.
content packs for it just to keep it up to date and keep new stuff coming in. I think it very much depends on the type of anime, whether it like transitions well into a possible
Give me a
game.
Death Note anime game. Bring it out.
Well, I mean, you could easily have that just as a
it's a
social
finished
deduction
story.
game. Well, no, you don't even have to have the characters. Just have the sort of ensemble. Oh, hey, you are the one that owns the Death Note. This guy you don't know yet, but he's the detective, and you got to try and kill off the other players without being found out by the detective. It's basically just Among Us.
Yeah.
Like it's or Werewolf or any of the other social deduction games.
There was a good game that came out. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Like it would have been just at the end of COVID. I'm trying to think of what it is now. We played so many hours. Oh, what is it called?
What was the gameplay like?
It was like Among Us, but you were on like a cruise ship, and then it was like
Among Us.
2 of you were robots, and the other you were all actual humans, and you had to, it's going to drive out the wall. We had so much fun.
I
on that
do
game.
remember. No, it wasn't the light went out. What was it?
First Class?
Something like that. Yeah.
X-Men.
No, that was a fantastic movie.
But on anime games, like I think you're right where like the games that try to directly follow the story of the anime don't do very well. The ones that have their own side story that's completely removed from the anime have a chance at doing better.
Yeah.
But from the ones I've seen of that, they're usually sort of just thrown in. They're not really put much effort into.
First Class Trouble is the name of the game.
Yeah.
That game was so much fun for so long, and then I think they just moved on to doing other things, which is fair. You can only do so much, but we had so much, like, the drama and, like, chaos we'd caused, like, joining random lobbies on a Saturday night when we were, like, piss drunk, just yelling things at... Oh, so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss games like that. Other than, I think I've watched more Among Us than I've ever played. I don't think I've ever had a stint where I've played Among Us.
Yeah, neither. I wasn't an Among Us guy.
I've played it for like a day here or there when I've been like with friends and we're like, oh, we'll play this for a couple of hours. And like, but we've all been in the room. We just played on our phones, so we're all
We've done
screaming
that.
at each
We've done
other
it at
and,
parties, like the morning after, and we're just sitting around eating breakfast and playing that. That's we've done.
Yeah.
But I think I got it on PlayStation. I played maybe less than an hour, and I was like, I feel too sweaty because of how much Cybermen Among Us I've watched. And it was just, this isn't fun.
Yeah.
Like, unless you've got like 15 people or something stupid, it's not fun.
No, it's not a game for a small group.
What's the next category, Brock?
Ben, what would be your pick for Game of the Year for 2025?
Is this my personal opinion, or think out of all games?
This is your personal opinion.
I'd go Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders?
Or, see, Blue Prince is also really good. I'd probably go Arc Raiders.
Arc Raiders?
Yeah. It's just, I'm not a fan of extraction shooters. This is just enough not an extraction shooter, but also same it is without, it's keeping my attention. Which is more than I thought it would after X amount of hours.
Just very, very quickly, because you mentioned extraction shooter, it jogged my memory. Did you see that Escape from Tarkov also had some trouble with a security breach very recently?
I did not.
Yeah, apparently some security thing went, broke part of the server and a whole bunch of people had their accounts wiped.
Hectic.
Maybe they can go contribute to society now.
Tom, what would be your pick for Game of the Year 2025?
I don't even think this is the best game of the year, but I'm just trying to think the thing I probably had the most even fun with and just continuously played that came out this year was probably Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding 2?
And I don't even like saying
Not
that.
Metal Gear?
That's a rogue pull.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't know if I count Metal Gear, though.
It's technically a new game.
Yeah, put on MGS3 Snake Eater, Delta Snake Eater. Like I said, this was a great year for games, but I'm looking at these lists and it's like nothing was like great game for me. They're all good games. Clair Obscura is really good. It still hasn't hooked me.
Yeah.
I haven't tried to play it again recently. Hades 2 might. I feel like it will.
Ghost.
I played Ghost and it was fun, but it was just
I still
a new
haven't
one.
finished it. Like I had got like 30 something hours in that game, and I haven't beat anyone with a snake. But like,
I don't know. It just wasn't the year for me. Silent Hill F was also fun. I never ended up fully beating that. I don't know. Nothing has really grabbed me, and it's been a long time. I feel like I love gaming, but I feel like newer games there's been a lull for me. I don't think they're bad quality, but nothing's really catching me. And I feel like 2026 is the year I'm going to get brought back in.
Yeah.
And the minimum is like GTA 6 will pull me in.
There's a lot coming out next year that's going to be like, in Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, yeah. I feel like myself with gaming is I'm always in the space and actively playing.
We have a gaming podcast
Yes,
as well.
well, that as well. I'm always playing older stuff.
Yeah.
But with newer games, I'll always dip my toe in and get everything I can. I was trying to play as much of the newer games as possible
But
at
it
the end of
takes
this year.
something special to hold your attention.
But no, something that it almost kickstarts my love for newer games again.
Yep.
And I'm sort of at the end of that now. I'm just waiting for something else to really come and be like, fuck yeah, I can't wait for all these new games and playing them and grabbing them. I was like that the last couple of years. I was buying stuff left, right, and center. But I think GTA's at the end of the year. There's
a lot coming out.
Yeah, there's Resident Evil. I think Witches this year. There's so many different games.
2027, I think.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. I think story games this year, like Kingdom Come, I really wanted to dive into.
Yeah.
I feel I need a really good console game to come out because
that's what I want.
I haven't touched that thing since Ghost. I didn't touch my PC for like a week or two there, and I was just playing that. Fantastic. Because I'm not sitting down for 9 hours playing like a story game like I used to. Being able to jump on, play 4 different multiplayer games with my friends for 2.5 hours a night and then get off.
Yeah,
not that my attention span's getting worse, it's that
you just don't have the time to sink into it that you used to.
I just want to play as much as possible in the shortest amount of time and playing 3 or 4 rounds of Ark Raiders, then playing Rivals, and then I'll check out Dune, I'll swap to this, I'll do whatever I need to do quickly and I can get it done and do your weeklies. Like even Battlefield, I haven't touched that in a while.
Yeah, neither. I haven't played that in quite a while, Battlefield.
It's definitely now, since it's been out for a while, it's definitely now a weekday game because you play on the weekend and it's very sweaty.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. They've still got to do a few things with the vehicles and stuff because I love flying those helicopters. You can't fly them anymore.
Mm.
They just need to fix the launches.
I'm just having a quick look at it, like a lot of the games coming out.
Skate 1.0.
Yeah, saw that. A lot of games coming out in 2026. There's already 3 that I'm fairly excited for.
Slay the Spire 2.
That's another one. Yeah, I forgot that comes out, I think, in March or something like that.
Tomb Raider. I'm keen for the Tomb Raider
Tomb Raider's
games.
going to be really fun.
The Batman, new Lego Batman.
Yes, there's also Prince of Persia, Santa Time remaster or remake.
Well, I got Resident Evil Requiem as well, but another one on here is 007 First Light.
I'm hyped.
So am I.
Very, very
I'm really keen for that.
Yeah.
I need to get another job.
Then you'll have even less time for games.
Yeah, but I have more money.
I don't know about that.
I have more money. If I get a 4-day work week, game over for you people.
My pick for game of the year.
That's
2025. I'm kind of torn between 2 games because
Hang on, can I guess?
You can. Let me finish this first.
Yeah, go for it.
Much like Tom, I haven't had many that really spoke to me this year. I'm sure if I'd picked up some other games, like if I had started playing Clair Obscur, that might be like an immediate, it is this is the one I'd pick. But I didn't pick up many new games that I'd be like, hey, this is
the one.
Yeah.
You're also,
what do you,
I was going to guess either Legend ZA or Donkey Kong.
I didn't play Donkey
Kong. He didn't like Donkey Kong. He thought it was dumb.
It's not that I thought it was dumb. It's just I looked at it and I was like, I don't think that's the game for me. You are correct. One of them would be Pokemon Legends ZA.
Yeah, if I can get that running on the Thor, I'll play it.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah.
No guesses on the other one?
Brother, no. I don't know. You have a library of 7,000 million games. I don't know what
it's a game that came out this year.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know what new game you...
I'm torn.
Hang on. Crossworlds.
Thank you. He got it. I'm torn between Sonic Racing Crossworlds and Pokemon Legends ZA, which, given how much time I've gone back and put into it, I'm probably going to lean onto Pokemon Legends.
Good, because I was going to say, you just talk shit about what makes a game memorable or a masterpiece on racing games, and you said that racing games don't fit in that category.
Never said that this was for masterpiece, just said it was for
my game. I'm just tying it back into the next topic.
Yeah. But yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA would be my pick for my game of the year for 2025.
I did have a dream about Crossworlds last night, actually, or just a Sonic racing game.
Do tell.
I don't know how I got onto it. I woke up and go, I really want to play Sonic Riders, and I don't know what brought that on. It just was there, and I woke up and I was like, I got to tell Brock that, and I was like, I don't want to tell Brock that at the same time.
Well, you have, so now I'll probably try and find you a copy of Sonic Riders.
I've got it. I've got 4 copies of Sonic Riders, 1 and 2. Thank you, Nintendo.
All right, so our picks for 2025. Ben's most played was Marvel Rivals. The game he wished he'd played more of was Dispatch. His most regretted was Dune Awakening. And his pick for Game of the Year was Ark Raiders.
Yeah, I agree with that list.
Tom's most played was Balatro. Sorry, you agree with the list that you picked out the answers for, really?
Yeah, I'm reinforcing my own arguments. Thank you very much.
Tom's most played was Balatro. The game he wished to play more of was Ark Raiders. His most regretted was 7 Days to Die. And his pick for Game of the Year was Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
What a surprise.
And for me, my most played was Fallout 76. The game I wished I'd played was Expedition 33 Clair Obscure. My most regretted game was Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive. And my pick for Game of the Year for 2025 was Pokemon Legends ZA.
See, I'm going to disagree with us calling the last thing Game of the Year. I think it should be our favorite Game of the Year. Because I don't think any of those 3 deserve Game of the Year.
No, but then also I don't really like all the list, like the games that were nominated for Game of the Year either. I don't, like, none of them jump at me either. So, I mean, subjective, but favorite Game of the Year makes more sense there because Game of the Year we just did like 2 whole episodes on.
Favorite game I played.
Do better next year. All right.
I've got a whole 12 months to pick out new topics, new titles, new criteria. So
literally like a 36-second job.
Oh,
thanks for that segment, Brock. It was really interesting.
You're welcome, Ben.
That wasn't sarcasm. I was just,
That sounded very sarcastic.
Yeah, that's just how I talk, though.
Yeah, that's making me sad. You know what else makes me sad?
Gibbons?
No, Gibbons make me happy.
But that makes you happy sad because they're so cute.
Yeah, they are. They go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Didn't you play a Gibbon game?
Yeah, I did play a Gibbon game this year. I played that with Lizard. It lasted a day because we finished it.
What was it?
It's called Gibbon, I think.
That's just called Gibbon.
You're a Gibbon and you swing through the forest. But one of them dies. It gets killed by a poacher.
Oh.
It's like it has like a message at the end saying like, like our rainforest getting deforestation.
Please don't edit this link here.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah.
Funded by Peter.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Game you didn't put on there that I thought you would have. What was that game you're playing? Like the 2D, 3D-esque one? The shooter?
Project Silverfish.
That one.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of that, but nothing on there.
Fit that category?
Nah. Most played, it wasn't in that. That would be the closest thing. I don't regret playing it.
Do you know how hectic this would be if we had a really big whiteboard or just anything?
Yeah, I know. Well, we might be doing that soon. Project Silverfish is definitely one of the games I recommend the most this year. Yeah. I played it a little bit more the other day. It was fun. It
was also in that sort of in my head for one I wished I'd picked up.
That might be on sale.
Yeah, I should check that.
You should.
Which one of your devices are you going to get?
I will look tonight to see whatever those games that were like 7 Days to Die were and let you know, because if there's a good one, we should.
There's a good base building aspect in any of them. I want that.
Just very quickly, because it popped up into my recommends the other day, there was a game called something Species. I can't. It's like
Spore.
No. Very similar to like Lethal Company or what's the other one of those that came out, like Content Warning and all those sort of games.
Yep.
Except I believe it uses Unreal Engine 5. It's a space game where you're a team of 4. You go into like a derelict spaceship and you have a set of objectives. Changes from game to game. Sometimes it's like, hey, there's this creature loose. You got to kill it. Sometimes it's just to try and avoid the creature. You got to try and blow up the ship to prevent it from getting to somewhere else. Other times it's, hey, there's research data on there. You got to get it and get out.
Yeah.
It looks really fun. It's also really cheap. It's like $15. And it's like, it looks like a game that like I could definitely sink some time into, because like there are weapons, you can fight back against most of the creatures and like sometimes kill them, sometimes drive them off and like temporarily.
Send the link, Gronk.
I will definitely do that. Actually, I sent it to.
I just
I
thought
sent
of
it to one
another.
of our managers the other day, so I should still have it.
There's
saved.
another game I wish I played. Is that restaurants, the restaurants game where you all you run a.
Oh yeah, you're playing that with Jacob, weren't you?
Oh no, we were gonna get it. I think it's still in my wish list, and I think it's also on sale, so I might get it. It looks fun. It'll be a 4-hour game, and then I'll be over it. But
I'm not a massive fan of flash in the pan games. There's nothing wrong with that, but I like to have a game, even if I don't play it for super long, but it's something I can definitely go back to, and there's always
Yes.
content
Yeah,
there.
I've never played a flash in the pan game.
Yeah, I feel like you have.
You've definitely picked up some that we like. Maybe not with us, but
Like
that
like
we've
meme assist.
Yeah, true.
Like stuff like that.
Our wider friend group has spoken about. Species Unknown is the title of the game I was thinking of just before.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, on Flash in the Pan games, I definitely get that feeling. Like I've got quite a few games there, like Peak, for example.
Yes.
I bought Peak
Yep.
when it was at its peak, and everyone was like, "Oh, we should play this
Hated
together. We
that.
should play this together." Fuck you, I said it. Yeah, it was definitely one of those. I've got a few others there that is like, "Hey, no one else is playing this. Why the fuck did I buy
I
it?"
feel like, especially on PlayStation, I'm not so much on PC now because I realize that money is expensive and all the rest of it. But like, I don't, especially a lot of those games, I don't get hooked into it. Like I see, oh, that's really cool. I'm not buying it. Like nothing about Peak interests me. I was like, there's been some funny moments I've seen on TikTok. I don't want to play it because it's the same thing that there was one particular friend in our group that we used to play PlayStation with who had a horrible stamp of approval when it came to games. He's like, yeah, we should
every friend group has one of those.
really get this game. There was one on PS4 that was just fucking horrible. It was a waste of $60. He would be like, we're getting this game. We're going to play it this weekend. Cool, we all buy it, play it for an hour and go, this is horrible. Can't refund on PlayStation. So it was just, you've just wasted $60 and a Friday night not playing a game with your friends.
Repo was another one of those that like everyone seemed to be playing and talking up, and I'm kind of glad I skipped that. I know there are still people playing it, but
You know a game that I wouldn't mind playing again? I know that people have problems with this game because there's problems like loot boxy type of stuff and progression, but it can be really fun. Vermintide.
yeah, I know that's gotten a recent update. I
Has it?
think.
Yeah.
I know
Have you-
Darktide also
Have
got
you
one, which is
ever
the
played Vermintide?
No, I haven't.
Vermintide's in Warhammer universe, but it's basically Left 4 Dead.
I think I've seen something on
Yeah,
it.
and you've
actually.
got different classes you can upgrade. There's a guy with a sword, a guy with pistols. There's like mage. Like it's really fun. It
all
gets.
the Warhammer fans are now screaming in
Yeah,
the comments, just like, he's called a dwarf.
I don't fucking care.
It's a Warhammer.
I don't care. But it's
Just thought of
it's
another
got
game.
it's got some really cool, more like boss battle-y type of
Yeah.
like actually communication and working together stuff. Where Left 4 Dead was a bit more of a just like, oh, we just all go here and just
Point and shoot.
fucking do whatever.
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead's really fun. I would love to do some Left 4 Dead modded maps.
I would love if they made like
Do a Kino map.
more let my brain catch up. A more
Even talking.
recent, more modern version of Left 4 Dead.
They have, and no one fucking played it. It's all those. There's like 4 or 5 different Left 4 Dead clones that have come out in the last like.
I'm not talking about clone.
years.
I'm wishing that
From
Valve would do
I want
a
Valve to
version.
do anything. I don't fucking care about if it's Left 4
Did you
Dead.
end
They
up
are, they're
picking up
making a new
Deadlock
box.
at all?
No, because it was closed beta.
Okay, so it's still okay. I thought it actually
Yeah, no,
come
it's
out.
not
and I
out.
missed it.
I'll probably play it.
Yeah,
Like I love the fuck out of TF2.
I think hero shooters have had their time. Honestly,
Yeah, but apparently this is like the best one. No, you're right. Hero shooters are definitely like that. From everything I saw about Deadlock it was giving me OG Overwatch vibes, where it has its own style and I don't know, it had its own gameplay loop where it just was really fun to actually play. There's so many games that are multiplayer where the gameplay actually isn't that fun. You just have that itch of unlocking and everything like that, which is like what COD is a lot of the time. And early Overwatch was just fucking fun just to play it. It was so fun, and I feel like everything I've seen Deadlock is like very much like that.
sort of tangentially related. What's your feeling when someone buys you a game with the intent, hey, we're all going to play this. I'm buying it for you to kind of not guilt you into playing it, but like give you a reason of like, you didn't waste money on this, you may as well play it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, like I don't mind it. Like I had a mate I used to work with. It was just as I started like my uni thing, so I bought a PC for that. We can play games together now. Really, really into. Jacob is also into it. The Hunt Showdown.
Oh yeah.
He bought this game for me like 3 years ago. Never. He goes, we should play. I was like, sounds great. Bought it for me, full rip. Never touched it. Jacob was like, we should play it. I'll buy it for you. He's like, actually, let me check my little thing here. I can already download it because someone bought it for me 3 years ago. That game sucks. Like, I tried so hard to like it because everyone was like, yeah, it's good. It's not good. Like, I mean, I'm happy that you want to share that experience with me, and thanks for buying the game. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Just because it's free doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy it. Hence why Dying Light the Beast hasn't been finished yet. And I love those games.
Yeah, I forgot about the fucking Beast.
Same. I just realized.
Stalker 2. Was that last year or this year?
That was last year.
Yeah. I never played that.
It was last year.
Yeah, it was? Okay.
Yeah, because it was the end of last year. It had PC problems.
Yeah, the PS5 version was this year. That's why. Yeah.
I haven't touched that console. Skate, I wish that was better. It still hasn't fully released. It's still in the open test or whatever the fuck they call it.
I've got a friend who will very quickly bounce between social games, we'll call them, and will quite often just like everyone in our like smaller friend group, they'll just buy everyone the game and just like, oh, we should all play together. And then a couple of people might start playing it. Most people don't. And it just continues on and on and on. I don't know how much money they've spent on like just me alone over the years, but it's like usually these games are between $5 to $20. They're in that sort of bracket of like, as we call them, flash in the pan games.
3 to 12, I'd be like, yeah, cool, I'll happily do that. You spending more than that? No, I don't. Especially if there's more than 4 of you. I'm not spending $80 on a game on myself, let alone buying 4 other people games.
Yeah, they've like just on me alone. They've definitely like over the years, 300 maybe. They've bought me 8-9 games with the intent of like, oh, we should all play this as a big group.
Someone bought me Baldur's Gate. I'd do that because I don't want to buy that game, but
I do want to give Baldur's. That's probably what I want to give more time
Save
to.
Point Baldur's Gate playthrough.
We could do that.
How many players is Baldur's Gate? How many?
Up to 4 without mods.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I want to give that another go, but I bought it on PC, and that game is such. I want to sit down and just fucking do nothing game.
Yes.
I don't think you could probably get it to run on the Thor. It'd be too small.
No, I tried to download it. It doesn't load.
Steam Link?
I could try that, but I don't want it to have too much of hissy. I'd prefer it just on the TV.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's too much on that screen.
When it's on Plus,
I also don't know what it would be like with controller. I know it apparently works fine with controller, but it's definitely a mouse.
Jimmy's played it.
For me, mouse and keyboard game, that is.
Yeah,
but you're also chronic, don't have a console.
It runs really well on this. It runs well on my MacBook.
I just put a console game as my game of the year.
Yeah, but that's your Switch. I know exactly what he means.
Switch is a handheld. It's not a console.
Fair enough.
Yes, you can dock it. Nobody cares.
You can dock a lot of things.
Yeah, because they don't own anything else. They don't own that Switch.
No, okay. I'd argue.
You can keep arguing. You're going to be wrong. People who have Nintendo Switches and are diehard Nintendo fans usually don't have other consoles.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Because they're like, I love Zelda. I love Mario. Awesome.
As soon as you said diehard Nintendo, yep.
You can't play any of those other games on anything else. That's why this is going to cause some drama. I'm not going to say Nintendo Switch. I was going to say that people who play Nintendo Switch games aren't gamers. Those games aren't overly difficult usually the time. And we know we had this conversation last week about like being good at games versus streaming and whatever. Yeah. There's I'm sure there's some challenge in Breath of the Wild and whatever the other game was called.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep. Thank you. But you both played them? Would you say they're difficult games?
There's definite points of difficulty and challenge. Tears of the Kingdom definitely felt like a steeper sort of challenge than Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's difficult enough that it's fun and doesn't feel easy.
Yeah.
But that is in the minority of Nintendo games.
Yeah.
They're all very family focused and party games, and these games are fun to play. Like,
you're not wrong.
Mario Wonder, it's like, oh cool, it's a side scroller. Not exactly a difficult side.
I feel like I like Nintendo. I like Nintendo games, but yeah, people who are hardcore Nintendo fans, I don't feel like spread their wings enough to try other stuff.
Yes, which is what my overall point is here. It's like you can't.
Now, when you've clarified it like that, yes, I can agree with you.
It's not so much they're not. It feels like you're just playing a handheld. It's not the same experience as a console or a PC. Not that we're gonna start that whole master race thing again, but. Console gaming and just compared to handhelds, they're not the same experience. Even if the Switch is docked, it's not the same.
Yeah. I feel like the console wars are kind of done.
PlayStation 1.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I mean, even without that,
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
it's
think
kind
there
of
was
gone-
even like a winner. Yeah, it's
kinda
fizzled out.
It kind of got to a point where it's like, it doesn't matter what you have. Most of the games are coming out on everything
On a
anyway.
subscription service. It's all gone to that now, and it's whoever's got the cheapest.
And now it's just like, hey, which one could you afford as well as the Switch? Like
Well-
everyone, like the Switch is the new Wii. Everyone had a Wii, and then it was just a choice of whether you had
Well,
a PlayStation or an Xbox.
I don't
as
know
well.
if everyone has to switch. The Switch is more like everyone who isn't a gamer has got a Switch.
That my thought was, it's what your parents buy you when you say you're into gaming, and they
Yep.
don't know what gaming is.
They just look at what can we get like with the most games and for the cheapest? Yeah.
But it's a household console. Well,
Yes.
it's a household experience. It's not like nobody bought the Wii to sit at home and play by themselves. You bought it when your parents got divorced, and then you played it with the other step
Exactly.
family and your cousins at Christmas.
Quickly, I was just going to say, do you guys, this is going back a little bit, but are you guys anywhere near as immersed, or do you think you can be as immersed in handheld games as much as a console game or a PC game? Because I can, there's very few times, I'm not saying they're not fun, but there's very few times where I'm like, I'm really engrossed and super into something that I've been playing on a handheld opposed to it's on the TV or playing on the computer.
Not anything that's come out in the last decade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Like there's
Mine's even like could be 2.
Breath of the Wild
I'm
and
thinking
Tears
like
of the
early
Kingdom.
Pokemon games. I'm getting
Yeah.
hooked on.
Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom definitely come the closest in terms of that cozy feeling of sitting in bed, playing on the screen, and just everything, like you're just absorbed in it and everything else just melts away.
Do you
And
mean
just-
on the actual Switch itself?
No, playing it on a TV.
Oh, well, I mean, I get that feeling all the time on the TV. I'm saying I just don't get that feeling on a handheld.
No, because of just the differences in, I don't know whether it's because you're sitting up playing a thing normally. Because
I think
I'm never going to lie down and play the Switch because I'll fall asleep and drop it on my
It's
fucking
just not as
face.
immersive.
I think
Yeah.
because you go back to like when we were younger and you were a teenager, if I've been laying in bed playing on my SP, sitting there, and I'm supposed to be asleep, and the only light in my room is that tiny ass little square,
Yep.
that's the whole world.
Yes.
Right, that's it.
Yes.
Now, everyone's too hardwired to be like, I can't be doing one thing. The TV's on, I'm on the handheld. That's background noise. You can't just be everything locked in. Like, I still love...
I think you've hit the nail on the head with that one. Yeah.
Because the Thor has 1000% brought back that experience, because I can sit there. I can do 4 things at once on that if I want to.
Yep.
I don't want to do that. I want to sit there and I'm playing Pokemon, both screens, legally obtained. Calm down, Nintendo. I'm playing it with the DS, so it's got the bottom screen's the touch screen, the top one's just the normal screen. That's it. I've got 96 hours in it now. I'm about to go fight the Elite Four. Like, I never had 96 hours in those old Pokemon games. Not that I can remember, at least.
In handhelds, I've just never been as engrossed. And I don't think it's even story related. I don't know. Just doesn't have the atmosphere. I think it's because it's such a small thing and it's that many other distractions around you.
Which is what Ben said. I think he's
I think it's just way
nailed it.
bigger too. Like,
Yeah, and
back
also,
then,
but like sitting in front of a TV or in front of a computer, it's way more of a semi-theater experience. It's bigger, and that's the main focus. I don't know, might change if I start playing a few more RPGs handheld.
it comes to the game as well, I think. Because, like, there's not, like, even in Yotai, there wasn't anything that was like, I was like, this is all really pretty and looks cool, but I'm not, like, super hooked.
Yeah, the only game that I really played this year that was like that was Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Metal Gear would have been like that if I hadn't played it before.
Yeah.
And there definitely was times where I was locked in and I was looking at that final cutscene and crying. But I mean, like it wasn't like if it was brand new. But that's just because I'd experienced that story before.
There's just not been a story game this year that's hooked me
No.
from the start to the finish. And I've been like, I'm playing that again because that was fucking insane.
Well, speaking of stuff that's hooked us, do we want to finish the episode with that last one there?
I reckon that should be left for something else.
Left
I
for
think
something
that's
else?
a much bigger topic.
That's a big topic.
And we're about to...
We're about to hit 2 hours.
We've got a few 2-hour episodes in the last few weeks. I think last week was actually our longest episode we've ever done.
Very possible.
Oh, no, I think it definitely was the longest.
No, it was only by a few minutes. All All right, next week is the fuck number. Oh yeah,
It's the funny number.
Yeah. So we have plans. Just have to see if someone doesn't bail on them.
Crazy.
But we've got a guest. Who knows? You might have seen them before.
Got to see if they're working.
No, they're not that day. But yeah, no, who knows? Beans might be on next week.
Beans.
Beans, and we're doing the fuck number on here, which is episode 69, baby. Woo!
Hear me out. Best one yet, maybe?
Possibly.
Possibly.
But with that, even though we said Happy New Year in the last one,
Happy 2026.
Happy 2026, everyone.
Yes.
This will be coming out on the New Year's Day
Happy New
in
Year.
Australia. All right. Well, with that, Brock, is there something you got to say, bro?
We will save it there.
All right. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.